his mind tonight. Rastov tries to make things right. Chaos rules the twilight sky, laughing while they question why. Down the rabbit hole they dive, twisted thoughts come alive. Madness fuels the burning fire, together chasing strange desire. Lolcow was it, here we go. Crazy tales and endless flow. Twiggy shouts and Rastov chills, epic journey through the thrills. Arguments and jokes collide, logic madness side by side. Through the laughter, through the chills, epic journey through the thrills of thrills. Arguments and jokes collide, logic, madness side by side. Through the laughter, through the tears, facing shadows, facing fears. Hey now, hold on tight, brace for impact, dark and light. Twisted minds in cosmic play, in the twilight strange ballet. Lolcow was it, here we go. Crazy tales in endless flow. Twiggy shouts and Rastov chills, epic journey through the thrills.
G'day, mates, mateesses. Sorry for the last minute stream. I just really wanted to stream. I missed you guys. Welcome to the Blunder Down Under. How you guys doing? How you guys doing tonight? It feels like it's been so long since I've like hit the button. You know what I mean? I missed the button. For a second I was like, why is it not working? But it's because I didn't hit the button. Right, Fat Camp's been wild, dude. Twiggy's haircut looks mint. That's like the best punishment I think I've ever seen in the Lolcow universe, man. He literally looks cooler. It's so stupid. Ah, man. I was just sitting at my desk, bored, you know, and I was like, well, I did ask Twiggy if he wanted to jump on after I'd made the live, but he's in bed, so that's okay. Everyone say hello to Twiggy. Say hello to Twiggy. Tell him he did a good job on the sleep stream. Because he did. It's always entertaining watching him. Oh, man. So stupid, that's the Fat Camp motto. I mean, it's a motto. It's a motto. Who we got here? We got Deathbulk. We got Scott Gleason. We got Dank, Sugar and Spice, Prehistoric Linus, Machiavelli, Tyler. Twiggy is in the chat too. Awesome. Got Bewildered, Rainy Baby, Amzy, Weil, Ronan, Fanto, Fairy Tales, Mr. Echo. Jethro's in here. Weil's here. Kenny's here. He said it's not a punishment, it's an upgrade. Bro, it is an upgrade. It actually looks way cool. It's pissing me off. Derek's here. We got Brugs. I actually just wanted to know if you guys wanted to jump on and have a conversation about some of the stuff you've seen at Fat Camp, right? Hopefully Twiggy and I are back tomorrow together. But like every day, like we've had this stream ready to go for a few days, right? And every time I wake up, it's like, oh, by the way, you've been bumped again. I'm like, oh, fuck my life. Okay, I guess we'll get bumped. But look, I understand, you know, main show takes priority, and that's cool. I didn't want to go live with like while they were still live, so I figured they were finished. It's the middle of the night. Might as well jump in and see the peeps. Hey, Hemi Zach starts it off with $24. I'm here. Let's start the donation train, bro. that would be fantastic. Mac is here. All right. So, the funny thing is I didn't plan what I was going to do. I just really wanted to go live and like chat with you guys. I guess the big thing that people want to know is, do Twiggy and I hate each other? Nah, we're all right. We're fine, man. We're fine. We've been talking every day. We've been talking on the phone every day. It's been showing me stuff at Fat Camp. It's been really good. I crash out, he crash out. It's cool. But I don't want to I want to save a lot of that stuff for when we're back together so that we can talk about it together. So we can talk about a lot of that stuff together. Oh shit. Powerage with the $5. Rastov is king. Thank you, bro. Wild with $50. Choo choo, MF. Dude, I'm not even joking, bro. Twiggy just said we have a hard time ending calls. It literally takes us 15 minutes to hang up. It reminds me of like having a girlfriend back in the day. Like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. It actually is like that. Because we'll be like, all right, we're going to go now. And then we'll like, he'll say something and I'll be like, we'll talk for another like 5 minutes. And I'll be like, all right, now I'm going to go. And then I'll say something else and then we'll talk for another like 10 minutes. It's just, the thing that irks me is like, you're allowed to have like disagreements and fucking like, dude, when you literally work with somebody every single day, like there's no break. We don't have a day off where we don't talk to each other, all right? So there's going to be shit that happens. It's just, it is what it is. It's what being an adult's about, right? You have a blow up at somebody, they blow up at you, you blow up at them, you're fine. It's, yeah. It doesn't mean that we don't make great content together. Doesn't mean we don't make a great show, because we do. We got dedicated fans. I literally gave you guys a minute's notice and almost 100 people showed up. Like, that's cool. Do you know how many 100 people is? That's 100 people, okay? 100 people. That's one more than 99, one less than 101. Forgot to turn my fan on. I was wondering why it was getting so bloody hot in here. And I didn't say he was my girlfriend. I'm just saying that it's like that. It's like, you know what it's like. You try to hang up with someone, it's like, no, you hang up. I'm just saying, all right? I'm just saying. Jethro said, Aussie's my only Lolcow membership right now. Bro, I've been getting threats from people. Like, actual threats. Right? People in the Discord. Holy shit, hit me with the $60, bro. Thank you so much. I love you, dude. Bro, choo choo choo. He's starting that dono train. Bro, I literally get threats from people. They are actually saying to me now, if you guys don't go live tomorrow, this was yesterday, by the way, if you guys don't go live tomorrow, I'm canceling my membership. And I'm like, we have had a stream ready to go for days. Actual days. Glorious days. The thumbnail's made. It's literally just sitting there unlisted, and we can't do it. With everything that happened with Wings, do you not think that we wanted to jump on and talk about that shit straight away? We did. We did. Twiggy dropped a bombshell, bro. An actual bombshell. I missed you guys too. Man. I want to hear some of your thoughts about Fat Camp, though. It started off... I never thought that we would get to a point in Fat Camp where I was like, you know what? You know what would be great right now? A drunk stream. You know what would be awesome? Is if people just showed up fucking wasted. I never thought we would get to that point, because when it started off... So my idea of what Fat Camp was going to be, right, it was going to be, like, not exercise all the time, but it was going to be, like, people doing stupid shit on camera and, like, little events. Like, I thought people were going to play, like, cricket or baseball with, like, Tina's leg, for example, was just a real silly one. You know, like... And it's been different. And I ended, like, you know what? I got to give them props, because they've been smashing it, like, from the start of the day to the end of the day, making it work. Like, bad internet is just, yeah. So they literally just pivot and do the best that they can. And I know everyone there is working, like, really, really hard, and I appreciate it. I know you guys appreciate it too. Yeah. 100 viewers. Joey's mad about 100 viewers? Damn, it's 112 now, bro. Oh, see, I was going to do that, but then I was like, you know what? Get my chat rate up. Get the chat rate up. But no, you just got executed by Twiggy, bro. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wild, don't you start, bro. Don't you start, dude. Oh my god. You know what was weird? You know what was weird? Seeing Nightmare and Twiggy, and this is my own personal thing, right? I'm not going to comment on the situation because that's for like when we're together. But my own personal thing, and I know I got shit for making jokes, but I was like, holy crap, this is what it's like being on the other side of one of these conversations. Oh, we got people and members waiting, bro. We got people and members waiting. Hell yeah, we do. Hold on, let me just fix this up. I want to go talk. This is what sucks the most about Fat Camp, and I will say this right now, and I will not change my opinion, is that we don't get to talk to you guys as much. We don't get to talk to you guys as much about how you feel, your opinions and shit, because it just doesn't work that well, right? The call-ins just, you know. So I genuinely miss you guys. I want to just switch this. What the fuck? They've changed Discord? Hold up. There we go. Pop that out there. Switch to that one. And then I will whack on my camera. They've actually changed Discord. It kind of looks okay. I feel like the quality's better. I want to talk to... I'll talk to Ian. Our favorite fudge packer. I want to see what Ian's up to. How you going, bro?
Good, you?
You know what, bro? I am doing good. How are you? How's work?
Yeah, thank God I'm almost done.
Yeah, you got your camera ready for us today, or no camera, just voice?
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's Twiggy. He's here. That's a big ass bottle of Mountain Dew, bro.
It is.
That is.
Bro, you think I'm gonna come on here and not talk to Ian, bro? Like, come on.
Dude, you can't not, right? Have you missed Ian? Because I've missed Ian. I've missed Michelangelo. I miss
the
fucking
shit out of
Gamer.
both of you.
Dude,
I missed all of my boys.
it's hard. That's the hardest part.
Is Nightmare still sleeping in the theater room?
No, I woke him up and I told him, like, bro, you don't want to sleep in this chair. Your back is gonna, like, not like you afterwards. So he's in bed.
Okay.
Hemi said he wants a shout out from Twiggy.
Who did? I can't
Hemi.
see the chat ambient here. I'm on my phone. Hemi? Yeah, dude, Hemi's great.
He is. He's an awesome dude. And yeah, Kenny, I just miss you, despite the shit talk that you do.
I haven't talked to Hemi enough. I haven't talked to really anybody enough, especially over the past, like, week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever. Just been busy.
Oh my god. Weil with $70. Chugga. And then a train. Thanks for packing our nation's fudge. That's for you, Ian. That's for you. Holy shit.
You're welcome.
See the condition of my hair, but I don't think my camera is going to work at all.
Oh, it kind of did. That's the one thing about Fat Camp is the internet is kind of like shitty. So anytime you turn this camera
on data, but...
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Is that why
rough.
the stream kept going to like a dark screen?
No, the camera was overheating tonight, so I had to switch out cameras.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, the camera kept on overheating, and it hasn't done that before. It was super weird. But
somebody was saying you were getting hacked.
No, it was just the camera. So it's a Sony A7 III, and for all of the different live streams, we're using a Luminix camera. Like when we're doing the wireless camera.
Is it the GH5?
I couldn't tell you the exact model, dude. It's been weird. Every time, like, I've had to learn how to use so many different cameras this week,
bro,
and just go with it, and it's been so fun.
I have the A7 IV as my like face cam. It's such a mint camera. I fucking love it so much. I'm still not good at using it. And my like
people
top down is GH5.
People are so shocked by the fact that I use a cheap Canon camera as my webcam and my main camera. Like all of the that whole Wings video that was just recorded on a $300 Canon.
Really?
So
yeah.
So did he know you were recording, or did he not know you were recording?
Yeah, no, he knew I was recording, and then as soon as it happened, him and Kelly both told me to delete the video.
Did you say that you did?
I did delete it, but it can be recovered, so it's not like I don't know the full. There's like a cache or something. I have no idea how it works. John did it.
I just hope he doesn't do anything to your car, since he would.
I don't
If he
really
finds out
care about
he's
my car,
released it.
dude. Like
I don't think he committed a
if he
crime
does
like
something,
that.
if he did something to my car, I would take legal action and I would be driving his trail boss around town every day. Like that's how that would go.
Yeah, I don't think he would. I don't think he would do anything like that.
No. Let me turn my camera sideways. Give me a second. Oh no, I broke something. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Are you in the room by
Uh-oh.
yourself, or are you still sleeping with like other dudes?
Yeah, no. I'm in my own room.
Oh, that's cool.
No, he got wings in Kelly's room. Him and his wife.
No,
but he-
Glammy's in that cabin
Yeah,
now.
he
I
got
moved.
bumped.
I've moved like 3 times.
Oh shit!
Well, the
I got a
chat
bunk
seems
bed
pretty
right now.
happy that we're back on, to be honest.
Hey, when I
No,
heard
I
you were
mean,
coming on
like-
tomorrow, I was like, yeah.
No, we'll be actually back tomorrow. This stream was not approved by the higher ups.
No. Did it need to be approved by the higher ups?
I don't necessarily know how that works.
We've never had to ask for permission to go live at a late night time before.
That's true.
The only time we don't have to follow our time slot is the weekends. I don't know how this works. We've never tried to do a
Have I
late
done a
night
late night
solo
stream?
stream. Not on a.
I think I have.
I don't know. I mean, regardless, everybody's asleep, I guess.
They'll never know.
Oh, don't know.
I think we're owed a 1 after 4 days of
Yeah,
not streaming.
they've been
I think
bumping
we
you.
owed
Yeah,
one.
they've been bumping you for 4 days in a row. You deserve it.
I mean, but to be fair, like for a normal time slot, it would not have been practical to stream. Not when they're doing those TTS
No.
streams.
I
Oh,
would
yeah.
never want to do it over them either. So like, there were people that were saying like, "Holy shit,
It
Big
wouldn't
Bro
be
with
doing it
$100
over them.
late night with the boys, choo choo." Fucking thank you guys so much. I didn't expect any like actual money. I just wanted to jump on and chat with you guys, but that's insane. You guys are great. I would never go
Yeah,
over
like
the
to
main
be
show.
fair, you say over, but we'd always be under, bro. They're the main show.
But you know what I mean? Like, I'd never try to compete, right? Not that we would get smoked, but I wouldn't try to compete.
Yes. At least we know who we are. Like,
Yeah, we're well aware of who we are. We're well aware.
What was it?
Is that Ian?
What do you mean?
You getting
Yeah.
yelled at, bro?
but like, what do you think? What do you think about
No.
everybody wanting me to be fired, Rastov?
I mean, it's a shit thing, right? Like, people already were pissed off at you for one thing, so then they just added the new thing on top of that, and it's like, you showed that. Should you have done it? No. It's a gray thing, right? Like, we have to take you at your word that you didn't know, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but like the one thing, right? I had receipts. I wasn't allowed to show my receipts.
You weren't allowed to show
Like, I
them.
have a no, they were just ignored.
Oh.
Well,
I
yeah,
suppose
'cause
the
you
decision
weren't
had already
there.
been made, right? So,
Well, Keem's
did
decision had
happen-
already been made. Also on the rewind stream, it was already very biased against me, right?
Right.
Not on like Billy was trying to be unbiased, right? But Xylee has always had a bias against me, and I'm okay with that. I you know,
do you think
It-
we'd be able to show you
it is what
receipts
it
on
is.
our stream tomorrow? Or do
I
you
mean
think
the
it's-
receipts are super simple, right?
Right.
So like,
Because I don't remember when they were all drunk. I don't remember you being there when he pulled the dollar.
no.
I was
so
watching.
when the doll was pulled out, I was already asleep, right? That was when me and my wife were given Wing's cabin.
Mm. I
Mhm.
remember you telling me that.
And so we were going to bed early because I had very limited amount of time to spend with her, right? But
Yeah.
also, I mean, for one, I was drinking that night. It was one of the few nights that I had, where I didn't have to like work throughout the night. Like the past few nights, every
I
time
can
there's a
confirm
TTS sleep stream.
that you and I thought it
Yeah,
was fake.
even if I'm
Like
not on it.
we talked about it multiple times behind the scenes about how we thought it was fake and how we thought it was like funny. And
Yeah,
shit
even
like
while
that,
I was
so.
here, yeah, up to that point, yeah. But regardless, right? Like you can literally see me in Michael's video, like the pickle boy gets drunk, kid behind the camera. I'm in the video drinking. I did what's called a car bomb.
Why the fuck do you guys not wear shoes, you dirty motherfuckers, bro? Like, why do you not wear
I never
shoes in
wear
that
shoes.
house?
No, I never wear shoes.
Ugh.
Did you not know that?
Oh, I mean, not really. You've always shown wearing Crocs whenever we've done stream.
Yeah, I wear shoes around the house because like I'm weird, right? But it's something weird. Like if I'm at home, like with my wife, I wear shoes. Like I'll wear like inside shoes. They don't even ever see the outside. But before I got married, I never wore shoes. I was a farm boy.
Right. That makes sense.
So,
But
like,
dude, you see,
yeah.
like, you're not the only one that doesn't wear shoes, and it's like, bro, that like, has anyone fucking cleaned the floors or like mopped the floors? Because there must be some bacteria on that shit.
I don't know,
I
because
mean,
Blake's
you'd
foot
have
was
to
complete.
you'd have to ask Roxy and Wonder Woman. They're the ones who we make do all the cleaning. And by
Yeah, like-
make, I mean that they volunteered and
Oh, I
we
was
try to help
laughing when
out a little
you were
bit.
all
But
cleaning up. I was
He's like-
laughing when you were all cleaning up and Diley's yelling at you because you were in the background. All you were in the background.
what did you guys think about the Milker stream where there's just the loud farts playing?
I didn't
that
see
today?
that.
So
I missed it.
I told Keem I thought it'd be funny. Like we have the TTS speaker behind Roxy. We might as well play some fart sounds on it.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That sounds hilarious.
And like it was so funny because Roxy immediately just went along with it. Was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. It
Did
was
she
so good.
actually like rip them that hard, bro?
Bro, Roxy has a problem.
Does she have like no gallbladder? Because that can mean that you can't hold in gas.
I don't know. Me and like so like my friendship with Roxy is literally me just scaring her, right? That's how it's been since the beginning. I told her
Right.
before Fat Camp I was gonna scare her the first day I saw her. And so I did it, and then I felt really bad because she actually let out, a reaction, and I didn't think it would be like that.
Right.
She wasn't like terrified, but she gave a jump and then she screamed, said "F you," all that stuff. But then I told her, I'm like, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, and she's like, no, like it's fun. Like you remind me of my son. It's cool. So I've just like been doing it. I've been keeping it up every single day.
From the outside
and,
looking in, it looks like she's adapted to the role of crash test dummy. Because it looks like she's just taking nothing but shit every day the whole time she's been there.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's also like to me kind of the breakout star. I think she's hilarious, but when it came to that whole Chucky thing, I just thought it was a bit. So,
Same.
like, I thought it was no different than scaring
I
her.
thought
how
it
I
was
have been
too
every
until
day.
Nightmare was like, "Hey, Roxy," and start chasing her with a doll. And like she was legit.
Until
And
Nightmare got
you seen her,
fired,
and then
I still
and then
thought it was a bit.
like 0.5 seconds later, you didn't see her.
And
Yeah.
I genuinely like. I mean, I was asleep when when the first thing with Nightmare happened, right?
Mm.
But I should have like. I don't know how I didn't know about it, right? I mean,
You
yes,
just
I've
didn't
been
know.
busy.
Like, you didn't know you didn't know. Like,
But I just don't know how I didn't. Like, yeah, people were talking about it, I guess, but I wasn't around them because I've been constantly we're constantly moving equipment back and forth.
One of the lovely and annoying things about you is unless you see something for yourself, you don't believe it generally.
Yeah, I mean that is true.
So, like,
but
even if someone had told
like,
you, unless you had actually been there and seen it, like, because we've had that issue with fucking streaming and shit, like where I've told you something and then you're like, I'm like, no, trust me, bro. And then when it happens, you're like, oh, okay. Do you know what I mean? So it's probably like one of those things. I still thought it was a bit up until he got fired.
Yeah, like because
even if he was drunk, he still should have told you not to grab it or where it was.
I didn't even know. I didn't know where the dolls were at all. I knew that Scott brought some. I assumed he brought the dolls home with him. right? I
Right.
knew that Ken had a doll, but Ken was already gone too. So
He's
whenever
tossed
the
his doll
donation
now.
was whenever the donation was sent in for the Chucky doll, I was just like, is that something we can do? And then I found out where the dolls were, and I went and got it. And then I got in there, and Overflow was in there, and he was asking me, what's up? Blah, blah. I told him I was gonna go grab a Chucky doll, and I was like, what would be funny? Like Roxy's in there, there's this whole little like thing where she's terrified of Chucky dolls. It's a bit all that. And then I told him, if you bring it in, it'll be funnier because I'll walk in, they'll think I don't have the doll, and then you come in on the other side, have the doll, and then it's like a total little fake out, like a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Not realizing the extent of it. And then when I saw Roxy's reaction afterwards, not her reacting in the theater room because
Initially,
I was behind
yeah.
her, I couldn't really see her reaction. But when I went and tried to apologize, it was just I've been over this before. It was just it got real quick.
One thing I saw though is
I'm heading
on a
back in.
different. Huh?
I'm heading back into work.
Okay, you have a good
All right,
one, bro.
Ian,
It
you
was
have a
cool
good one,
catching
buddy.
up, dude. We'll see
It was
you
good
again.
talking to you again.
We love you. One thing I did see is on one of the other sleep streams. I think you walked in with your hand behind your back, pretending like you had something, and she didn't like react that crazy. Was that did she think you had a doll, or did she think you have something else? Because that's one scene I
She
thought.
thought I had. I was going in thinking she would think I had like a bug or something because I
Right.
learned that she doesn't have beetles in New York.
Dude, those
Like where
things
she
look
lives, she just
gross.
doesn't have beetles. Yeah, so I just pretended I had a beetle. That was all that was.
Okay, because
Like,
I only
she
saw
knew
that
there-
briefly. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I was just wondering, was that like a
Yeah.
doll situation as well?
Because it's been a whole thing, and like even after the Chucky stuff happened, I went up, I talked to her the next day, and I apologized. I let her know that I didn't know, but I can understand why people think I did know. And then I let her know that I'm not gonna mess with her anymore. I'm not gonna scare her anymore. And she got upset with me for that. She's like, "No, don't treat me any different. I enjoyed the dynamic. It's fun." And it reminds me of or it reminds her of her son.
I'll be
So,
straight
like,
up. After Becky did her solo thing, I literally find it hard to believe anything's not scripted. When she like fucking announced that everything was fake, kind of thing. Like I found it very difficult to believe.
When did she announce
anymore.
everything was fake?
She did. Did you not? She did a solo stream right before she showed up to.
I knew she
Fat
did the
Cam?
stream. I just didn't
Bro,
watch
in there,
it.
she's
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna like go into too much of it because I don't know if we're allowed or not. But she pretty much just said that like all these things were told, like she was told to do. And ever since that, it was just like it's been really fucking difficult to.
Let me make some improvements in here real quick. There we go.
Oh god, I hate that you
I'm a
look
mess.
better. I hate that you look better with your head shaved.
It's interesting. It's not even at all. It needs some work.
It
but
doesn't look terrible.
We'll get there. I just look like white. I look like a Far Cry 5 character, according
You
to
do
Keen.
look like a Far Cry 5. Do you want to talk to Michelangelo, bro?
Yeah, bring him in.
Fuck yeah. I
You have to
appreciate you
forgive me,
jumping
it's
on too, by the
freezing
way.
in here, so I'm shaking. Yeah, I missed the viewers and I miss you. So
Me too.
I
What's up,
figure it's
dude?
the least I can do.
This guy, fucking Michelangelo, literally anytime anybody hates on Twiggy, he's like, fuck Rastov. I'm like, bro, what? Where did this even come from, dude? I'm not even involved, and he's like, fuck Rastov.
A lot of the hate stems from the fact that people haven't been able to we haven't been able to talk about the fact that we've talked about things.
Yeah.
We've been talking more. We've made it a point to communicate more. And I don't think they realize that we're going to disagree. We're going to have blow ups at each other.
Yeah.
But it's like like having a sibling, a lot of the time when you have an issue with a sibling, once you work it out, you become closer after it.
Yeah, I used to have disagreements like that with my sister. I'd be like, I wish you were fucking adopted, and then you say something real horrible, and you never think you're gonna go back, but you still talk later.
Yeah, but with this, Yeah, it happens, but I also think that that kind of proves, like, why we're here, because we can have these disagreements, and then we can be adults about it later. You shouldn't have to do it later, but that's just life, right? It
Mm.
happens.
Yep.
And then we can get along, and we can work together. And not only that, but, like, it's funny because the past few days we've talked more than, like, in private than we have on stream for, like,
Yeah, it's been
some of the
wild.
strip.
Yeah, it's actually just making like a more of a conscious effort, right? To actually,
And, like, I
yeah.
don't think people like, if people like, all of the people who are on my side, they're people who knew me from the beginning, so they know that I'm just a troll. Like, it's just
Mhm.
it's not like, it's not my personality, but it is something that is a big part of me and always has been.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say things with, like, a serious tone, but I don't mean them, but I do a bad job explaining that I don't mean them because I'm a troll. Why would I explain when I'm trolling? That defeats the whole purpose.
True.
But that's why Ken says that you're the boy that cried wolf, right? Because it's like when you are being serious, it sounds the same as when you're trolling, so people are literally mind fucked and they can't tell.
Then just, like, instead of like, I get that, right? But it was also, like, nothing was ever supposed to blow up this big. I never expected to be in an in-person event with anybody, right?
True.
I also, like, didn't expect, like, the whole Chucky thing was just absurd to me, and it still is, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, like, deny that, and when I was told I didn't take any accountability, like, why am I going to apologize to the viewers for that? The viewers weren't harmed by that. I apologized to Roxy for that.
And she accepted it, right?
Like,
I
I
mean,
went
you
to
guys were
her
on a stream
directly,
today.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, she went into Nerds, like, the comments on Nerds and said that she was upset with me, but then when I asked her about it, she was like, uh, she basically just said, "I was just thinking about what happened. I was thinking about, like, the way the Chucky doll made me feel, and I got upset about it."
I think if Nightmare didn't get fired and just got given a punishment, you probably wouldn't have copped as much hate on it, but it's because somebody that like people love and someone who
Mhm.
they're kind of mad at is involved that it kind of all gets like blurred. Does that make sense? Like it gets blurred together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is that, like, there was some insubordination, right? But
Mm.
that wasn't the only thing, but I don't know any other details. The
Yeah,
only thing
it's
I know about is he was told not to do something, and then the next day, he contributed to it happening, which I'm the one who did it, right?
mm,
But there was still a butterfly effect that led to that. So,
yeah.
I mean, I take fault, I take accountability,
It's just a
but
clusterfuck, right? Like,
yeah, it's a big misunderstanding, really. Like, both, like, I don't I didn't understand, how real it was, and I think he just didn't even think about it. Like, when he was telling me where the dolls were, I just think it didn't even cross his mind that I would actually go do it. I think he genuinely thought that I knew that this was
no,
something I
and
wasn't supposed to do.
there are people saying that you did it intentionally to get him fired, and it's like, how would you have known that that was going to be the outcome anyway?
No, I mean, I guess you could see if, like, Keem told me directly, like, "Hey, this is what's going on." But even Keem has said that he's never talked to me about it.
Nah.
There's
So,
But if he wanted him
there-
fired, he could just do it. Like he doesn't need a reason. Like he's the boss. He could fire all of us or none of us.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh,
yeah.
Necro with $20 said, "Nah, screw Rastov. Hey, what a dog. Worst host ever. Twiggy number one makes me pants drop. Fuck you,
Twiggy,
Necro."
Twiggy.
Dude, Necro is such a troll, dude.
I love Necro. I love him. He's great.
Such a troll, though. And now, look, I got a lot in common with Necro. I mean, at least, like, a little bit, because I got some baldness.
You're almost bald.
Almost. Hold up. I got you. I got you. This side's more bald because it's not even. I gotta fix it up, but
Okay, it definitely looks better from the other side, yeah. You could leave it as like a fucking comb over to the side. I think that looks better.
I gotta go to a
Oh,
wedding next
Necro
week.
did not like that. He said, "Oh,
And
you
not
cheeky
Grammys.
bish."
Hold up, check this out. Check this out. Ready? I'm in a bunk bed, so all I'm gonna do is this. Oh,
Oh.
that was my face.
I thought we got ass shot for a second. It looked like butt shot.
You seen? I forget where I saw those like devices for like I don't know, like Korean people or something, where it's like a shield that comes up so you don't drop your phone on your face when you're in bed.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I forgot where I saw that.
I busted my lip.
Now, are there because there are people that also say that like getting a cool haircut's not really a punishment, and Keem said something about it being the start. Is there more punishments, or are we all just like done for now?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, right, like, I was able to prove that I wasn't there the night that, like, the whole announcement was made. So,
So you got a punishment,
I don't...
and, like, they don't believe that you should be punished further because you didn't...
No, Keem doesn't necessarily fully believe it, right? He still thinks that there's a part of me that probably knew.
Right.
Like, he thinks that I may have at least heard about it, right? But it was still something. I was never directly told not to do this, and there was no way for me to know like how serious it was, because if you see something on camera, right, you may just assume that it's played up compared to seeing it in person. So when I saw it in person, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is bad. What have I done? How do I like? I mean, there's not even a way I can fix this because it's already been done. The damage has been done.
I was gonna ask you this behind the scenes, but fuck it, we're on camera now. So on the sleep stream, I tuned in for like 5 minutes at one point, and it was at a point where like Nightmare was saying that like you and I like backstab each other all the time. When have I backstabbed you? Like, because I kept thinking, I'm like, what was me fucking backstabbing you?
I mean, liking and responding to hate comments about me.
I respond to everything. Like, it's not. Yeah. I respond to mine, too.
I mean, you don't need to be... Like, if somebody's hating, they don't deserve a heart from our account. Like, if you want to be acknowledged, sorry, that's not the way to do it. Because you're not contributing anything positive to the conversation. Fuck you. Like, that's how I see it. And that's how it works, too. I mean, it's just...
So did they consider that to be backstabbing?
Well, it's not just that. It's that you've gone off in the Discord about me
right
a few times, like whenever there were issues, which isn't really backstabbing.
Is that like front stabbing? Because if it's public,
well, it's not even front stabbing. It's not stabbing at all because it's mutual, right?
Yeah,
it's more of a duel.
Stab.
But I guess, I mean, I don't even know, right? Like, people will say that like things have been said in DMs and stuff, but then no evidence is ever shown, so they're obviously just making it up.
Right.
But I mean, I guess the biggest example of like a backstab, and it wouldn't even be a backstab, is just bringing up like a situation where I was emotionally vulnerable, which is not something that I commonly do.
Right. Okay.
Like,
I just want to, I just want to clarify
again,
if you thought that I had.
No.
Yeah.
If you have, I haven't seen any examples or evidence. You know, it's as simple as that.
Because to me, like, a backstab would be like trying to fuck you over somehow, right? Like, if I was pissed and I vented to someone, that's different than me being like, fucking fire Twiggy, or like make something worse.
Yes, but also,
do you know what I mean?
Like, the last thing we need to do is vent to like viewers, right? That's not good.
That's what they do on Nerds.
Bro.
I know, that's why Nerds is having a lot of issues.
Lolcow therapy.
Lolcow therapy.
Like, if you... The problem is like, venting, it's not backstabbing, right? But it does force viewers to take sides, right?
Right.
It's like not getting your way and then trauma dumping on somebody so they feel bad for you, so they almost have no choice to take your side.
Interesting.
No, but do you see what I mean?
I get it. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I could definitely see what you're saying. Oh shit! Shy with the $17.38. Oh,
1738.
And it's something that Shy gave me a mug while he was here.
Did he? Oh,
He gave me a mug from Nevada.
Nevada.
Bro, you
We-
got so
I
much
had a
cool
lot of-
shit on this trip, bro. It's insane.
I had a lot of fun with Shy. He's a really good guy. And like another thing
Man.
that a lot of the viewers won't ever get to see is like, how I am off camera around people I'm comfortable with,
Right.
right? Because it's a very different situation. Like it's weird because there are kind of different versions of me, but it's all me. So one thing I've been telling people, and this is a smaller stream, so I don't mind saying it. But what you see on camera is me, right?
Hmm.
Or a version of me. But it's weird because this is who I was for like, and still am kind of for a long time. I my whole life I never really like cared about anything, um, except for like the people who supported me, like my family and stuff, like our viewers who I have shit talked. But it was an ill-timed joke, and I shouldn't have done it. And I know why people are upset. I don't blame them,
Hmm.
and I'm not going to be upset with them for not supporting me after that, right? But like when I turned 18, I made the decision that I would never get married. That's just something I would never do. It's a waste of time. Marriage fails,
I
more
had
than
the
it
same
doesn't.
thought. Brooke just re-upped Bandworld.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being Bandworld.
Thank you, bro.
Bandworld.
But like I dated all these girls and it always just felt like a waste of time. Like why am I doing this when like why am I committing to somebody when I know that eventually they're just going to like leave? And then I
Yeah.
met my wife, and my
It all
wife was the first
changes.
woman I ever cried in front of. Yeah, it's weird.
It's fucking
I'd
weird.
never- I'd
I was
never-
the same as you, bro.
I'd-
I was the same.
Yeah, I had never cried in front of like anybody who wasn't like family in a very like, like the only times it had ever come out was in like super bad situations,
Right.
like where I was pushed to the limits, like to the point where like the reason I was crying is because I didn't know what I was feeling or
Right.
somebody died, right? That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time I ever said something that hurt her and she cried. Like it wasn't anything like it was a misunderstanding. Like we had a differing opinion about something and I was a little too blunt about like my opinion.
We've all been there.
And I yeah, and I remember the first time I made her cry, it was the worst thing I've ever felt. Like still till this day, that was the worst thing I've ever felt. And then after that, like just knowing like I hurt somebody who was the first person that outside of my family I ever really cared about,
Mm.
right? It just it kind of I don't want to say broke a part of me because I think it fixed a part of me. Because now I am able to get vulnerable with somebody when that's never been something I've been able to do. I'm very guarded as you know.
I'm aware.
But it's
You've
not
got
even a
defense.
like it's never even it's never even been a problem because like I've never had to think about how I feel about anything. I just do what I do and I don't have to like feel. But when it comes to my like marriage and stuff like that, like family, very close friends, that's when those feelings really do come to life. Like
Right.
the sociopathic tendencies, that's real, right? But I'm not a sociopath. It's just I have a very different way of processing emotions than maybe 90% of people. So in the daily life, it's not really there. Like meeting random people, I have to really get to know somebody. I really have to get an understanding of somebody, or else like there's times where I just basically it. The weirdest way and the easiest way I can put it is that like I kind of see the public as NPCs, dude. Like,
So you're
if
just
that
like
makes any
rolling
sense.
around in a fucking game of GTA 5, essentially, is what you're saying.
Not really, because
skip speed,
it's
skip
weird.
speed,
Like
skip speed.
your average person, yes, kind of, but like I have a weak spot for old people,
Right.
Oh.
and I have like a genuine care, and I don't want to say I have an understanding, but I feel like I have an understanding more than most people of like people who are different, people who are outcasts, people who stand out and are, criticized, bullied, and, judged for it when it's not something that they can control. Like,
He's talking to you, Michelangelo.
no, I mean, not necessarily just like Michelangelo,
No, I
right?
know.
But just locales, like locales, stuff like that, like different kinds of outcasts, different kinds of people who are considered to be
It must
different,
have really
right?
impacted you when you hit that old lady.
Well, the fact that people,
Never
you know who
forgetting.
made up that story?
No.
I was in a VC one day with Baja,
Oh, for fuck's
and I
sake.
was talking about like how I lost my job with a bunch of people, and Baja just all of a sudden starts talking about how I lost my job because I hit an old lady at 3 a.m. So then we were like, all right, well,
Jesus
let's see if
Christ.
we can make this a bit. Like, let's see if I can say this on the stream and if people will just believe it.
Baja's dangerous, dude. He comes up with some weird shit.
But he's such a good guy too, and like
That's
I
why
don't
people
think
believe
I
him.
think people. Well, I think people also struggle to understand that you can be a good person but have a dark sense of humor, right?
So he's like
Because a lot of
he's like the
people,
complete opposite of you, right? Because you're a dick. So when you're serious, no one believes you. He is the nicest guy. So when he
Mhm.
makes something up, people don't even question it. They just think it's fact. I
well,
see
like
it every. He's so
I don't
funny.
I well like it's weird because like if something's serious, I'm not gonna lie about it. Like it's just little like jokes and bits that I like will joke about and exaggerate. But if it's
Right.
serious, like I'm not gonna lie about it. But I may not have all of the information. I may not have all of the facts, or I may just be. There are times where I'll say how I see something, right?
Right.
But just because like I've observed something and formed an opinion on it, that doesn't mean I have all of the different factors that go into it, all of the context.
That makes sense.
And
Did your
a
lady
lot of the
enjoy
time
Fat Camp?
people will connect yes and no.
Oh,
So
the
she did it
rumors.
first, right?
Yeah.
But no, the rumors didn't matter. It's just like she literally watched like people who were nice to me to my face,
Yeah.
right? Like for one, like I'm just gonna be honest with you, Xylee shit talked me the whole time to my wife. And my wife was okay because she wanted to like Xylee. I wanted my wife to be friends with Xylee. But
Mm.
then when Xylee like immediately showed her bias, right? And then just started like calling me out on stuff that just like she knew nothing about, right? Like, she doesn't have any detail. She's just like she thinks she knows who I am.
Right.
So she just starts calling me out and trying like my wife hates her. Like it's
Oh
not that she dislikes her, she hates her. Um
shit.
and then
That's
like she told me and then I can't remember who else told me that they were talking about how they want to be fired on cafe this morning, right? And I didn't watch it. I don't
oh. That's a screenshot right there. Hold on, let me click it. Damn it, it fucked up his camera. That's a screenshot right there. We could put that on a thumbnail, people. I took him out. I took him out because he was telling too much. How you doing, Michelangelo?
I'm doing pretty good. I was trying to say the rumors that they kept saying about like Twiggy was getting like blown by Roxy or nightmare kissed Savage. And
Dude.
I think they were saying it on, I think it was on Milkers today. They were saying that like they're like, oh, Twiggy's getting his little twig sucked off by Roxy. He's got a little dick, and
What?
yeah, they said this today.
Was he there?
No, or actually, wait. Yeah, wait. No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was. I think he was on. Oh no, actually, he was there. Yeah, he was there.
That's
He was.
insane, dude.
He was. He was on the computer, but on the microphone they have behind the cameras.
That's
That was funny though.
insane.
Yeah, and they're like dipping like a tampon in water, and like Tina was smacking Roxy with it, and they like kept like
What?
throwing it around. They like kept playing with like tampons the whole time, and like
Jesus Christ.
Tina was like begging for money. Like a lot of people are like mad at Tina because I think it's been going for a while, but like they just keep bringing up that like she just e-begs because that's why like she wants more money.
Oh, he's back.
Forgive me. Forgive me for that. Okay. I got
I got the
I'm
screenshot.
assuming it's a spam call, but I've gotten like 30 calls today that when I
Oh.
answer, they're just blank. Nobody's on the other side, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, that's something
If
that's been
it's an
going on today.
Australian number, I think I know who it is.
It's not. It's not. They're
That was
all
on this
numbers from my state.
the
So
sleep the
like,
sleep the sleep the sleep stream. I said Overflow should replace you and it'd be Twiggy and Overflow, and then Chilling with Guitar was like, no, it should be me and Twiggy. I'm like, no, and he's like, yes, and then I didn't say
yeah,
anything
I
after
would.
that.
That guy. There's no talent there.
You don't like
Like,
Overflow?
I'm just gonna be honest.
No,
with you.
Overflow's
No,
cool.
Overflow. I love Overflow. He's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I said he
was-
should have his own shorts in the merch shop.
I had two notable people follow me on Twitter today, and I don't even use Twitter or check Twitter, but I checked it randomly today. And the two notable
I-
people who followed me were Overflow and Review Tech USA of all people.
That's dope.
I
man.
have John Cena follows me on Twitter.
What?
Yeah.
Were you like one of his Make-A-Wish kids? And he was like, "What do you want?" And he's like,
No.
"Okay."
Let me.
I retweet.
I want to.
Oh.
Sorry, go on. I'm sorry. I have a delay, so you'll have to ignore me.
I was just gonna say he was I don't know if you know Chris Van Vliet. He interviews like wrestlers and movie stars and stuff. And John
yep.
Cena was on one like 3 or 4 months ago, and I retweeted it. And then after I retweet that, John Cena followed me.
Word out. That's pretty cool.
That would have been
Yeah.
one of the
get back
coolest
to my
days of your
point.
life.
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch Cafe this morning, right? But I was told I don't know who said it, but somebody on Cafe this morning said they wanted me fired allegedly,
I think
right?
Grim was. I think it was Grim, and I think Ken asked. Him
I
if
asked
he wanted
Grim.
you
He
fired.
said
I can't.
I
remember.
asked
I don't
Grim
have a
if it
clue.
was him, and he said no. He said that would go against his morals. He wouldn't want anybody fired. But I told him, I was like, even if he did, right? Like, I would understand because of what happened with your co-host, and like,
Right.
I respect loyalty more than anything. And that just shows you're loyal. Like, I know there would be other ways to go about it, and that may not be the best way. Like wishing somebody to be fired, because I don't want Nightmare to be fired. Like, I've talked to Nightmare about
I don't
it.
want him to be fired either. I like Nightmare.
But also, like, if Keem says it, then that's how it is. Like, that goes. He's the boss. He owns the network. And if that's the decision that's made, I don't have anything to say about it.
That's
right?
like people that like, you know,
Okay.
if one of us got fired, they're like, "Oh, you should get this person," or "Twiggy should get this person." I'm like, bro, end of the day, Keem will decide who, like, what the fuck happens there. We just show up to work, bro. Like, we don't have all this like creative freedom.
Well, we do. Like, we're one of the few shows that kind of does.
No, I mean, like, he picks who goes on a show, right? Like, we didn't audition or anything like that. He just literally decided.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
But like, if we were gonna be gone, if one of us was gonna be gone, it would have happened already. Like, there's a reason we're both here. It's because we have a good dynamic. And our dynamic, unfortunately, is just as good when we're disagreeing as it is when we are. It just in completely opposite ways.
It's exhausting sometimes. Fuck me days.
It is exhausting, right? But like, when it comes to like the content side of things, right? If people, like, even when people are hating me right now, they're still emotionally invested.
Mm.
So
It's
it
like
still
pro
helps
wrestling.
the show.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is like pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So you were saying that your wife both hated and loved Fat Camp? Was it just that one moment that she disliked, or was there other stuff? Or
There was a lot of stuff. She literally watched people like be nice to my face and then go on their shows and talk shit about me, and then immediately go back to being nice to me to my face. Like there's a lot of fake people. Like just online in general.
mm,
But yeah, she doesn't play with that, and then like she has a least favorite supporter of ours, which is just the funniest thing to me because I love the guy regardless. And it's huge ass. She does not like huge ass because he's constantly wishing for me to get fired, and like he's almost spamming chats like on all the shows, like just shitting on me. And I think it's the funniest thing in the world. But my wife will be like, "This huge ass guy, like he's a huge asshole," and I'm just like, laughing.
that's how I feel about
Like,
this fucking Michelangelo guy, bro. Like, we bring him on the show, you know, we do little segments with him. He gets off. As soon as something happens, this dude is like roasting the shit out of me, like fight, like get rid of him, put this guy. I'm like, bro, the fuck, man.
It's because you're easier to one guy than Twiggy.
Fuck you.
Well, like I don't think people. I think people have forgotten that. Like, I genuinely find the hate entertaining. I love it,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan.
and like that's like nothing about the hate from like the viewers has been hard on me. Nothing from like the hate from like the people in person hasn't even really bothered me too much. Right? It's just I don't like it when somebody's nice to my face, and then it's completely different when I'm not around because that just shows me you're fake. But yeah, I don't think that like
Necro with 20. Do you mind if I
If-
just
if
read
it-
this dono quickly?
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt. There's just a delay. So he said, "How dare she slander huge ass? Fire Twiggy's wife. Replace her with Nightmare." Fucking Necro, dude.
Like I think it's hilarious. But like I don't even know all the details. I just know that like there's enough evidence to where like even if I did not know that it wasn't a bit, right? But even if I would have seen
Which
the
one?
stream where the Chucky stuff,
right,
right?
okay.
Sorry,
yep.
I'm
No, I just wanted
I'm
to make
sleep
sure.
deprived. I have been up for so long. Once again. But even if I like knew it wasn't a bit to an extent, like if I would have seen the stream, I wouldn't have known how real it was. I wouldn't have known like the emotional like toll it
Right.
would have taken on Roxy until I saw it in person, which is why I know not to do anything like that.
Was there like a little thing in your head after everything happened yesterday where you were like, what would the reaction be if I did this today?
Do what?
Like, was there any part of you that was like, what would happen if I just doubled down on it and did it again after everything that happened yesterday? Was there any part of your brain that thought about it?
No.
It's just me then.
You would be fired too.
What do you mean? Like, why would I do that? I literally saw like she was almost like she was manic, dude.
It's probably because I haven't seen it. That's why I had that thought.
No, it's bad.
He was like,
Like it's really bad.
did
The only
that.
time I've ever seen somebody react to something like that in real life was somebody who had legitimate PTSD
Right.
and something triggered it. Like that is the closest way I can describe it.
Okay.
Okay,
then no, don't do that. That would be a terrible
Yeah, but-
fucking idea.
Yeah, no.
'cause, yeah, the PTSD
No, but see,
stuff is
that's
crazy.
That's how serious it is, right?
Shit.
And I had no idea. I thought it was literally something that was played up. Like I knew she was scared of the Chucky doll to an extent. Like or at least she like didn't like the Chucky movies, and that's where that like whole thing came from, but I didn't think it was something she was actually terrified of.
Well, I thought it was debunked, right? Because apparently when they did their drunk stream, someone showed her a photo of it and nothing, there was no reaction. So then on Rewind, they talked about how it was debunked. And so I thought it was fake again. And it's like,
Yeah, I saw that stream.
do you know what I mean? Like it was just so many little things that built up to it, where it's just like, Ugh.
Yeah,
But,
so
like,
But like the
she's
main
not.
like
Oh,
yeah, there's a lot more to the situation than like even I know about, right? Like even with the whole firing, even with my punishment, dude. Like there's so much more to it that I'm not even aware of. And and like the punishment almost didn't happen.
mm. I feel like you lucked out. It's
Be-
a pretty good punishment. You look cool.
I mean that's not this the hair's not really the punishment. I'm being worked like a dog now, like more than I was. That's the
Right.
punishment. Like yesterday, all of the pool stream stuff, like all of that equipment, you can't even see how much is really there. But every bit of that I had to pack up into boxes and move back a half a mile.
And you would have had to like move all the fucking bugs and shit off them as well. Like that stuff was
Yeah.
gross. Because King
Yeah,
took a
I
little
did all of that.
video of it while Rewind was playing, and it was just the whole fucking concrete was just like covered in these
Yep,
gross
covered in
beetles.
beetles. Yep.
Disgusting.
Yep.
I wouldn't have been able to do it.
And they're flying. So for one, I didn't even wear shoes over there because I was brought onto the stream basically at the last minute. So I was barefoot the whole time.
Fuck
And like
that.
avoiding stepping on bugs. And like I brought up the fact that like I took my wife to the airport on Nerds today. And that was like I got back from taking her to the airport. It was like 5 hours in total on the road. And when I got back, that's when I went onto the stream. And I shouldn't have mentioned the fact that like every time I say goodbye to my wife, I get really emotional. Like that's the only times I really do get emotional is when I have to like part ways with her because she literally is my rock,
Fair
right?
enough. I'll ball
He
like
keeps
a
me
little baby.
grounded. And to have like what I didn't mention on Nerds, and this didn't have anything to do with like how I was reacting on the stream or anything like that because I just wasn't even thinking about it, right? But
The
before
slow
nerd, or before let me just turn my camera off. Hold up, give me
It
a
was
second.
fine up until you moved. Like if you're just holding it in front of you, it's fine. But if you try move, it fucks itself.
Yeah, but my phone's just getting hot.
All right.
But like yeah, so like all I was thinking about up until the point where I went on to Rewind is the fact that like I'm gonna get there and like everything's already shifted. Like before I left to the airport and then when I got back, things had completely shifted. The narrative had changed even more. I was
Right.
being talked about on streams, shit talked on streams, and there was just nothing I could do to like defend myself. I was being shit talked in the Discord. There was whole like voice chats talking about it. There's nothing I can do, right? And like
I made some pretty
I
funny
saw
memes though that I really enjoyed.
the Eric Andre
yes,
meme.
Yeah.
but also like I didn't see any of them, but I'm sure like maybe they were funny, right? But it's still not like the time to meme.
I don't know. I was enjoying not being in one of those conversations because it sucks being in one of those
Oh, I know.
conversations.
I know, but like still, like it'd be like you going through like some shitty situation and I'm memeing about it the whole time, which I haven't done.
I know. I'm not saying what I did
The only
was
thing
right.
I meme about is that the only thing I meme about is the whole crowns thing because it's just become a meme. Like I had to. We played a game tonight on the sleep stream where
I put that
where we had to
in
like
the chat.
Oh, I saw that.
We had to like.
you mocked
I
my
see-
fucking
we-
accent and said, I saw that.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't mock your accent. I did an Australian accent and not a Kiwi accent.
I know. I saw. You mentioned the crowds, you little rascal.
I put.
And do you know what else
You should act like you.
I knew you were watching too.
I was watching parts because I was like in between, like watching some Smallville with my lady, but I didn't watch the whole
Yeah,
thing.
dude. The worst part about having my wife here is that I barely got to spend any time with her.
Yeah, that would have been rough.
Damn.
And
She was left
stuck in
alone
like
for a good
rooms by
amount of it.
herself. Eh? Yeah, that sucks.
Well, no, the worst part is like at one point, I don't remember who it was. I mean, it would have had to have been Grim, right? But at one point, whoever was producing the stream just left and just left her producing the stream. And she's never done anything like this before, and that was kind of
That would have been fucking intimidating, to be honest.
yeah, it was weird. Like I understand like you have to go to sleep, right? But this was before test was even going live. Like this was way before 2 a.m.
Right.
And she's just left there alone. Like I don't know. I'm staying up all night for every stream. I'm not asking for any I'm not asking for anybody to like tell me, hey, I appreciate what you're doing because the only reason I'm even at Fat Camp is to work, right?
Weil
But
said
I
Twiggy needs to double down and make a diss track on us. That would actually
There's
be
no
fucking
point,
fire.
like to make a diss track, I would have to like have talent when it comes to that. I can't write.
No, you don't. You don't. You just do it. I think that the Lolcow universe needs to have like a diss track season like the Sidemen, where everyone just makes fucking diss tracks on other people. It'd be so funny. Just as long as I'm not going up against Billy, I don't really want that smoke. All right, I might move you out, Michelangelo, and bring someone else in. But do you have anything else you want to say, bro, just before I do that?
It's good to Ozzy's back on. It's good to talk to you guys. Your 2.5 Men shirt is my favorite Rastov shirt. And I'm excited for more Aussie streams.
Sweet. Oh, well, you know we love you, even though you turn on me first chance you get. We'll see you next time, bro.
See ya.
Sorry, what were you saying?
And
dude?
like, I don't even remember. I just like, dude, it's been so weird because there's just been a lot of pressure, and most of the pressure doesn't have it has nothing to do with the work being done here, right?
Right.
Because I enjoy every bit of it. I enjoy sitting behind the computer. I enjoy the production work. I enjoy setting up and breaking down stuff. I love every single bit of it. It's all of the other stuff, like, the fact that I've been sitting on this video that of wings, and I had no idea what to do with it.
Did that kind of taint any of the other footage that you've done, that you were just like, this whole kind of thing is just feels bad now?
The footage is all gone. There's no video coming out.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Because it's just arguing the whole time, and it would have been comedic at first, right?
Yeah.
But now it's under a whole different context. So there was the whole
Alright.
Wings thing. There was
I feel like the people will understand why you don't put it out though, because I know we hyped it up that it was going to be cool, but I'm assuming you didn't expect that that's what it was going to be like.
No, yeah, it was just it would be very hard to watch for people.
Right.
Right? I released the one video, and that was just because at one point after Wings slammed Kelly, which if you think that she just tripped over a table, right?
No, everyone knows she didn't.
No, I know, but a lot of people are saying that she did. Or if you think that, he was just seeing red, so he would have done that to anybody. For when you've never loved somebody, right?
Mm.
Because if I've ever been in a situation like that, which I haven't been in anything like that, but there have been times where I've gotten a little heated around my wife. And the minute I notice how the minute I even see her, or the minute she tries to stop me, I immediately break out of it.
Yeah, I can't imagine ever being in a state like that where you would even accidentally do something like that. It's just
No, and if I did, right, I would disappear.
same.
I'm just gonna be real. It's a bitch move. It's a
No. I
but I
would do
would
the same thing,
disappear.
bro. I would do the 100% the same thing, because at that point
Well,
I'm like,
no, it's not even a bitch move because
No,
if
it's
you're
not.
gonna harm somebody, right, you don't deserve them. for
Yep.
one. Two, you don't. I guess the easiest way for me to put it, right, is whenever I see a man lay his hands on a woman, I no longer see the humanity in him.
Mm-hmm.
I no longer care about what he's feeling. I no longer care about what got him to that point. None of that matters to me. So if I was to do the same thing,
I was in an
then
abusive relationship at one point, and like I know that it's more acceptable as for a dude to talk about it now. It's a fucked up situation. You still don't really want to be like a man that's been like fucking not beaten up, but like, because I was never beaten up, but I was like beaten by a woman. I was like twice her size, and it's like all it would take is a fucking second to snap, and it would be like, it would just never do that, right? So just ended up leaving. But it's fucked up, man.
I agree, and like I can't even say what I went through was abuse. I mean, it technically was, right, but I was never harmed. But I have been hit and stuff like by like exes.
Yeah.
But I never had any kind of fear that they'd be able to hurt me. Right?
For me, it was all like, man, like, what happens if, like, I get pushed to the point one day where I, like, automatically react without thinking about it, you know? I never got to that point, and I don't think I ever would, but, you know, like, I'd always wear, like, long sleeve shirts and shit like that just because my arms would be, like, bruised from pinching and fucking punches and all sorts of shit like that. That's just, like...
Yeah.
At what point, like, at one point I was just like, you know what? Being single's better. So I was just like, bye-bye, and we're out.
Well,
But
like, so
yeah.
my wife, like, so something I guess that I'll have to tell you is that there's a lot of stuff that my wife has been through in her past. She has a very traumatic past,
Right.
and I just don't ask questions about it, right? Because why bring that back to the surface? I know a lot of people think that it's like not good to have secrets in a relationship, and that's true. But these aren't secrets. This is very different.
Be different if she told you about it herself, right? You'd listen and you'd be there, right? But you're not going to pry.
Yeah. Also, this is before she met me, right? And I know there's going to be stuff that comes up when it needs to come up that's just going to, like, you know, almost break me. Like when the wing stuff happened, I knew there was stuff in her past where she had been like she had an ex that was like very, very just a very angry person, right? But I didn't know the full extent of it, and I didn't ask the full extent of it. If she wanted to tell me, I'd let her get to that point.
But you
and
would
then
never
she
push
ended
it,
up
right?
telling me. She ended up telling me a little bit of it after the wing stuff. And like the thing for me is for when he did it twice in 1 week.
Bro.
He laid his hands on her twice, dude.
Even the thought of that's fucked up. You know what? I'm just gonna read this dono because I'm gonna start getting pissed off. Necro for $20 said Rastov's a liar. His wife can't stop him from punching babies every couple of days. She can try, bro. She can try.
Yeah, but babies are different because babies are just inherently evil. We've already talked about this. Like babies don't know right
nails,
and wrong,
man.
which
they got sharp as shit nails.
If you don't know right, in my opinion, if you don't know right, the difference between right and wrong, you're just inherently evil, obviously. And guys, that's a troll. I feel like I have to be more clear about this.
Nobody take that seriously, please. Oh my god! But yeah, the whole like DV thing is just absolute. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Like, and there was it's the only time I've ever wanted something to be scripted. But then if something like that was scripted, I would have to like actually leave because I'm like, do you know what I mean? It's so fucking serious that you're like, there's no way, like, this can't be real. This just can't be real. Like,
yeah, and like, whenever, like, I didn't just go ahead and leak the video, right?
No, I don't think like you fucking marched up to Kim and was like, looky what I've got. Like, I don't think that happened at all.
I let them know immediately, like, hey, this is something that happened on the way here, right? But I'm not sure, like, the extent of how bad it is. Because I did not know what to do, so I wanted opinions, and it stayed, you know, like people knew like he grabbed her hand, right? But I didn't watch the footage until we all watched it together because it was just on my computer or on my camera, and there was no the Canon M50 does not have a good speaker. You can barely hear anything through it. So I couldn't even remember, like, it was just such a blur because it happened so fast. I couldn't remember if there was an actual slap or not. I just knew that he grabbed her arm and he was a little angry. Um, but then after, that whole situation happened where she was slammed on a table, I had John put it onto his computer, find the actual video because I recorded 18 videos, 18 different clips that could have been like at max 30 minutes. So there's a lot of footage to go through, and John combed through all of it. He found the right clip. He edited it he edited some stuff together, and then we all watched it as a group, just me and like some of the main hosts. And when I heard the sound it made, it just immediately pissed me off all over again. So then I was given the choice, like if I want to make that go public, and I still don't know what the right choice was. But my mindset
make
was
that
like,
choice at all, bro. Like,
yeah, and I had no problem making the choice, and I had no problem being like, criticized for it. But my viewpoint was, and is, like, if one thing happens, right, you can almost kind of like try to find different reasons for why this happened and why this might be a one-off thing.
yeah,
But it happened twice in 1 week. I have this information, right? And I'm not sure what to do with it.
Too is like
Immediately, yes. Like, for when they immediately asked me to delete it, and then when Keem called Wings and asked about the video, he's like, "Hey, I saw this video of you slapping and grabbing your wife's arm, and I just wanted to, And before he could even finish, Wings was like, "Well, Twiggy was supposed to delete that immediately."
oh, dude.
And that's just not a. That's not.
That just makes it sound.
Doesn't make you look better,
worse,
buddy.
Bro.
And also, like, I don't even care if like I'm not supposed to say this or if like this is private. But one of the statements that Wings made is, "It's not abuse if it doesn't leave a mark." There's no recording of him saying that, but he said that on the phone, and that just blew my mind. I don't know if it was this.
I think Grim
tongue
actually said
or
that on Cafe yesterday or the day before. I think Grim's already said it. Yeah, I think I remember hearing that somewhere already.
So like I genuinely, like, I know my car's at his house. That's a funky situation. I was stranded here until I could figure out what to do. I do not care what he's feeling. I do not care if he's trying to work on himself because I don't see any redemption. And, people can change, right? But people can also revert. And I just don't think that he needs to be around people that he can hurt. Because he was willing to go at everybody when he got,
dude,
backed into a corner. Like, regardless of what the situation is, when it goes from being verbal to you making it physical, right? If you're the one who starts out the physicality, then you're usually in the wrong.
I hate that people fucking criticized Ken as well for it too. Like, what's he supposed to do? Just fucking one punch him? Like, no, that you being in that situation would have been fucking nuts. By the way,
the reason Ken was criticized is because, like, and there was a time where he had stated, I don't remember if it was in the Discord or if it was in the on Cafe or one of the other shows, but he was talking about like somehow something like this came up. And he was talking about how, like, if he ever saw something like that happen in person, he would be the first to stop it.
Right.
But also, like,
people were saying he should have just knocked him out, right? Like, and it's like, bro, you can't just.
What's that gonna do?
That just makes things worse for everybody. So there's no winners.
No, I mean,
there's no winners in this situation.
Like, the thing is, like, even like. Regardless, like, if you stumble upon something like this happen, you're gonna react differently to like than when it happens right in front of you, as fast as it did.
Well, you also don't
because it's gonna take
that situation, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take longer for you to process what to do than the situation that happened. So the situation's gonna be done by the time you process like what to do about it. And I also want to clarify, like, I haven't really talked about this too much publicly, but that day, I was up for 40 hours. Like I helped set up
Shit.
that stream and everything. But I was up for 40 hours and at one point I collapsed. I dislocated my elbow and like
Oh, I thought that was a
my
troll.
back's pretty sore. No, I dislocated my elbow. My knees all bruised up. And my back has been, my back and shoulders have been aching. I took a pretty hard fall.
All right.
So I ended up going to bed and I slept through that whole stream up until the point where my wife came and woke me up, told me, "Hey, this just happened. Wings is leaving. Keem said he'll help you, figure out how to get home, but
That's
as of
really
right now,
good of
you don't
Keem to
have a
do that,
ride
by the way.
home."
Like,
It is, yes.
I think I've
Which,
gained
I mean-
a lot more respect for him after this whole, and I
Oh,
already
me too.
respected him, but like even just the way he treated Roxy, the way he's treated you after it, like it just, yeah, I just have a lot more respect for how he treats people.
Believe it or not, the guy has a heart, and I'm
Oh, I
pretty
believe
willing
it.
to say that it's a big heart. He just works in drama, so when you work in drama, you kind of gotta, you know, you gotta kind of like cut off. You gotta separate your emotions from work.
Well, he's responsible for a bunch of people as well, right? So it's like you have to,
Mhm.
you kind of have to take, you have to take the personal out of it when you're responsible for that many people, right? And try and do what's best for everyone, especially because you're their safety net. So the fact that he did that, well, okay. So Black Box said, Rastov, what you think of them taking Wings off his medication? Though he's not supposed to cold turkey. I mean, bros, like, dude, he's an adult, right? Like he's the only one that can decide what he takes and doesn't take, right?
The medication wasn't the issue.
Yeah, but
Wings
that's
was
a comment that
Wings
keeps
was
getting
still
made.
raging. Yeah, he was still raging when he was on medication. I played Call of Duty with him while he was on the meds.
Hmm.
That wasn't the issue. If anything was the issue, right? It was, in my opinion, the Ozempic was definitely causing some mood swings. Like the Omni stuff happened after that.
Yeah.
But the thing that gets me is as soon as Wings goes to like put his hands towards Kelly, she immediately instinctively lifted up her hands to block it. There's just so many, you can
It's just
hyperanalyze it
sad,
and see
man.
whatever
It's
you
just,
want in it.
It's
And
just fucking sad and a dark day. It's just a sad dark day.
and I talked to somebody, like there's a person here who is a domestic abuse counselor, or used to be back in the day, who's just like a member of the staff.
Right.
And I talked to him for a while about it, and yeah, it was there was just a lot of different like signs that were
Yeah.
there.
One
but
thing I do want to point out that's been really pissing me off, right, is fucking Becky whining and complaining about how unsafe she felt going to fat camp, and she was the first person to put hands on someone. That really fucks me off.
yeah, I don't give a shit about Becky.
Dude, she's literally like dead to me as far as like everything is concerned. Like, I don't want to know her personally. I don't want to know her professionally. I don't want to fucking make content with her. Nothing. Like, the fact that she kicked up that big of a fucking stink and made that like a huge fucking deal, and then she attacked Roxy, should be gone. Should be fucking gone. I don't.
I mean, maybe I saw the video wrong, but I thought Roxy attacked her because
No, she
Becky
jumped on her
threw-
back. She jumped on her back, bro.
But-
like,
Yeah, because I've only seen the video once, so I'm most likely wrong. Obviously,
Roxy was at her stuff, right?
Um,
She wasn't even facing her, and she just literally fucking jumps on her back and then like throws her onto the bed. And she's trying to say that Roxy was trying to throw her iPad. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that Becky threw Roxy's suitcase in the water.
Yeah, that's what happened after. No, yeah. So she threw the suitcase, I think, and then Roxy went over. Either way, that shit doesn't matter, right? Because like that stuff can be funny. It is still dumb. But the fact is that she made a huge thing about safety and how that she didn't feel fucking safe, and all these people were dangerous, and then she is literally the fucking risk. That is what fucks me off. It's not. Cool.
Yeah, no, and see, yeah, I only saw I saw the clip when they showed it, but I'm also like operating, trying to move between the camera and making sure that like chat's moderated. And I honestly don't even remember if I was the one running that stream or if it was Grim, because it kind of switches out, or we're both doing it together.
This happened behind the scenes, and like Mike just recorded it on his phone.
Oh, I know.
And then
I know.
they played it on
when
Queens.
they played it on the stream. Okay, so the Queen stream, that was Grim running it, but I was sitting there right at the camera.
Right.
I remember now.
Because they even said that
the
Roxy
format
could have
that
fucking
they
charged her because she was the one that like initiated it, and Roxy said she doesn't tell cops. So, right?
Yeah, no. If somebody like, I'll go ahead and tell you like how I'd handle like if somebody's attacking me, I'm not going to defend myself unless I need to, because I know that. For one, who knows how far I'd make it, but two, like if you're gonna attack me, I'm just gonna press charges on you. It's that simple.
Yep.
Like if Wings messes with my car in any way whatsoever, I'm going to take whatever kind of legal action I can.
Yep.
Just because, like, for one, I have no respect for him. I would not care like seeing him fall to the lowest point that he possibly could. Especially if he's going to mess with my property, and especially if he's like out here putting his hands on women. It just doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I don't think he will do anything to your car, but like that was one of the things that people were talking about.
I know, I got constant messages about it. I didn't even think about it.
It was one of the first things I thought of too. Like my first thought when he left was, "Fuck, how's Twiggy getting home?"
Like even then, I was like, okay, yeah, how am I getting home, right? But I still didn't think about like, how am I going to get my car until afterwards.
Did you think about just leaving with your wife then?
No, I would have had to purchase an $800 plane ticket. I can't afford that.
Fuck that. Shit.
Yeah, it would have been a pain at the time because, like, in order to be on the same flight as her, bro.
Yeah, it's
just like if I'm leaving with her, why am I not being on the same flight, right?
I don't. Yeah, like people are saying that you should get Keem to talk to Wings about your car. I don't think he's going to do anything to your car. I think you could probably just show up and take it and leave without having an interaction, right?
No, and that's my plan. But I'm also regardless, I'm showing up with the sheriff's department.
Okay.
Just because I know now that he is somebody who gets violent, and I'm not even going to take the risk.
Fair enough.
And like, if I get there and my car's not there, he's going to have to be questioned. Like, where is it? If my car's damaged, he's going to be questioned. Like, I'm going to make sure that like I'm not alone for one. I don't think he'd attack me, but I also don't know what his mental state is right now.
Well, you also didn't think he would push Kelly in fucking live, right? So I guess it's like one of those things.
I didn't think
you have to protect yourself.
Kelly
you have
right
to be
in front
safe.
of me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have
like,
to be safe.
Like if you're willing to do it in front of people, even if it's like one random stranger from the internet like me, which I mean, I talk to Wings a lot, but at the end of the day, it's still our first time meeting, or first, like the second day we met, I'm still a stranger. And if you're willing to do that while you know I'm recording, what are you willing to do when you're not being recorded, right?
Yeah. I don't, like, personally, I don't think he would do anything, but I totally understand you wanting to, like, just protect yourself.
And, like, with that, like, when they reacted to it on the live stream, that's really the only version of it that's out publicly. You can't hear the slap. But if you go through what Keem has sent on the Discord, go to like media and then search from certain user or whatever, you can find the video of it, like the HD version of it, and you can clearly hear the slap. Clearly. And she's rubbing her arms afterwards, talking about, whatever, like trying to change the subject, or I don't even remember. I've only seen the video once, and I don't even need to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, it's just.
But when
leaves
I
a
was
bad
asked to
taste.
release it, I just decided, I'm going to release it because if he can't take accountability for himself, you know what? Maybe having to face the reality of what he's doing publicly, maybe that'll help, take accountability. And it seems it did, because, he says he's going to anger management, but even that I don't, I'm not going to believe it until I see results, right? And
Well,
even with
I
those
hope
results,
he gets
right?
the help
Is he
he needs.
doing... Well, no, but my point is, even if we start to see some, small changes, right? I still probably won't believe it. Because right now, I don't think he's doing it because he cares about, the fact that he's hurt people. I think he's doing it because he knows that he's not making money right now without the show. Genuinely, I think that that's the only thing he cares about is money.
I would hope not, but I mean, you know him better than I do. We're gonna pivot this subject because I'm starting to get sad. I want to talk to Hick. Hello, Hick. How you doing, buddy?
What up, you heckin' heck? He's like, you know what? I fell asleep on my PS5. I don't want to talk to you guys.
He's literally typing in chat too. Literally typing in chat. It's like, bro, you're on the air, numbnuts.
You asshole. Fuck you. No.
Are you there? You sound echoey.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, how you going?
No, that's because I got shit headphones on. I'm using my earphones to talk to you guys.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How you guys going?
Yeah.
I'm chilling. I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer
But I can't fall
I'll do
asleep
this
while you're
stream.
here. Twiggy.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
Did
let
he
me
die?
pause the time stream. And I'll probably might be that. And then Discord.
So Hick is drunk again, clearly.
Clearly, yeah, because I can't. I thought I was having a stroke, dude.
You might be. You
Twiggy,
don't have your camera on.
What you did, I respect you for what you did, right? I really do. I do respect what happened, and especially after what happened with the incident the other day, and then you showed them what happened in the video footage. I'm sorry, I do respect you for what you did. It's very a hard thing to do that to someone, but it is bad what happened. I do respect.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it wasn't
bad.
hard to release it. What was hard was at first whenever I had the video, I was very conflicted because if I do see a man lay his hands on a woman, all of that respect is gone. But also, I could see this. At the time I could see the side of it where we're in traffic. Somebody could get out and just cause a big issue, right? But I also know that there's almost infinite other ways to go about handling that. And the easiest, if you don't want Kelly panicking, the easiest thing to do is to stay calm, because then she's gonna stay calm.
Yeah.
And besides Boogie, right? You're the only other person that's this shit happened firsthand, right? But Boogie was the one behind Kelly when all that shit happened. Everyone else saw what happened. I'm very sorry. I don't feel sorry. I do feel sorry for him only because he has to fix himself. That's you have to go and fix yourself and be better. There's no excuse for what he did. There's no excuse.
No excuse.
No excuse at all. If he can get himself, sorted on that. Even saying the right meds is too much to fucking say. But what he did,
so let me just say something real quick, right? I don't think that he's just
you know, doing things to Kelly. I genuinely think now that he's just like when he gets emotional, he becomes a violent person. And I think that
I
that
know.
can be unpredictable, and you never know how far that will go.
I agree. Because you saw it in his face, the way he reacted. He didn't even see Kelly
Well,
like that.
he didn't
He just
care.
reacted.
He didn't. You
But
could
you
see
know,
it in his face that
exactly.
there was just nothing there.
I've been in that. Me and my old man have been in that sort of fight so fucking times. It's a joke. Like the way we fight is like that. We don't see anger. It's just red after that. Like yeah,
Yeah, but
after,
even seeing red, like if I saw my wife, I would immediately snap out of it, and I know I would. And if I didn't, right, I don't deserve to have anybody who loves me. Like, I don't deserve to have
I
somebody like that.
as someone that's come from child abuse, I can agree with you 100%. Right? I can agree with that. Like oh, the other week,
Like I will
my niece.
honestly tell you, and I've been in situations close to it before. It's the same with kids. Like if you lay your hand on a kid in a way that's not like that's harming the kid, I
eh,
don't
no,
I don't mess with that. If you're doing something that can cause lifelong trauma to a kid, I'll go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, and I've done it before.
the
And then I
only
called the
reason
police,
why.
let them know I beat the shit out of somebody. And then the police showed up and told me I
The
was
only
completely
reason.
justified and that I just prevented a
Yeah,
kid from having lifelong, problems.
yeah. The only reason why my old man was beating the shit out the other night was because I went and said, "No, I'm going to go look on my nephew, well, on my niece
All right, we're
first."
Mhm.
gonna we're gonna
And I
move
went
on from
and
this just because I don't really want us talking about like kids
I
and
got
shit.
I
I,
got one more
oh
I know,
yeah,
but I got one more
yeah.
thing that I wanted to say, right? Dang it, now I gotta find the point again. I wanted to say it, but then I forgot it.
Is it about kids?
It was a good point. No, no,
Okay,
no.
then it's fine. It's just let's just not. Yeah.
Well, no, I was just like, okay, so like whenever the video like came out on live, I was immediately called a clout chaser for it, right?
No,
But like,
no,
I
you
just want
weren't.
to clarify, I will not be making any money off of this video. If I was gonna
Even
clout
if you,
chase off of it, I would have let people know that it existed, and then I would have just released it on Aussie. Like that would have been the
we even
easiest way to clout chase.
you would have made your own YouTube channel because the amount of sponges
All
that
right,
would
we can't hear you, Hick.
come.
You're fucking breaking up.
Oh, sorry. The amount of sponges that would have gone off that and said, you're, clout chasing. No, you didn't do that. It got put onto Lolcow Live for a
Well,
reason.
it's not clout chasing because if it was, he wouldn't have deleted it initially.
Yes,
He would have
exactly.
held on to. He would have been like, yeah, I deleted it and held on to it to like, do something later. But they literally had to, like, John had to recover it. As far as he was aware, it was gone. So.
No, no, I knew it could be recovered.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you didn't know.
The camera. I figured it out when like
I didn't know.
I went on a trip. I went on a trip and like I don't know what specifically it is. But I deleted a bunch of like different footage off of the camera to take pictures with, but my memory was still full. Like I gained back a little bit of memory, but it was still full.
Right.
And then I just put the SD card into the computer and I just deleted all the files that way and it was fine. So I guess it was put into a cache or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it
Fucking the
works.
bro that survived just keeps making like memes about my name, and I can't stop reading them. Fuck's sake. But yeah, I know what you mean.
But I also don't. I
Listen,
didn't care if people thought I was a clout chaser for that because that doesn't matter. Like at this point, I don't care what people are saying about me because I
I
just want
just
to make sure that.
say in your defense, Twiggy, do people understand now why there's a video that was made?
What?
And like
Huh?
the
You're
video
very
that was
echoey, bro.
supposed to
You're
be
very
made.
echoey tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's through my earphones. Do people understand why the video wasn't made that Twiggy was going to do? Because
We did talk about that.
It was cut up and shit like that. Yeah, okay. Oh, I missed the first hour. To be fair,
Yeah, we
I
did. We
miss
did bring
the
it
hour,
up. So yeah, kind of tainted the whole thing. Do I like Twiggy's haircut? Yeah, his haircut makes him look better. That's why I can't call it a punishment, because it wasn't. It was a haircut. It was a cool haircut. And Glammy's wedding is
It's
today.
a sexy. It's
Yeah.
a sexy.
Your mic
haircut.
does keep breaking
You're
up,
best
Nick,
man. Okay.
so I might just move you out. Do you have
Okay,
anything
I'll
else
go.
you want to say, bro?
Yeah, I'll go. Oh. No, his haircut's sexy. I hope he's best man.
There we go. Well, it's always lovely to
Good
talk
night,
to you, bro.
I love you, Heck. I appreciate you
See ya.
calling in, buddy.
Bye-bye.
And come back. It's been a while.
Hell yeah. Well, once Fat Camp's over and we're back to normal, I imagine we'll be in the VCs and all that sort of stuff, right?
Well,
lot
even this
more.
stream's like a little easier because I'm not like sitting there with a bunch of people like constantly around me trying to distract me and all that. I'm just alone in a room like usual.
So, what day do you go? Hold on. I just want to clarify. So, there's Glammy's wedding, and then the last day, is that the day that everyone's leaving, or is that the last day and then everyone leaves the next day?
Ask me tomorrow when I'm not falling asleep because
Okay.
I have no idea what day it
Because
is.
it's so. Because I read something yesterday, and I should, it was a comment saying that it was supposed to be ending today, and I was like, what? That don't make sense. I'm sure it was meant to go for like 2 more days, but yeah. So I don't know. It ends
We
when
end
it
on
ends.
the 28th. I know that.
Danny DeLito for $2 said, "Cutting your hair isn't a punishment; it grows back." Well, that's like saying shaving your eyebrows isn't a punishment. Yes, it is. This shit looks stupid.
But also, like that's the whole point of the punishments because, like, if you're inflicting permanent damage on somebody, you're a fucked up person.
Yeah, and then it would be actual abuse.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is why Boogie
Like,
crashed
so
out
if
so
you-
hard when they
if
wanted
you-
to touch up the
if-
tattoo.
Well, even the tattoo, like, he faked about cancer. That's very different.
Yeah.
Right? And like I kind of get that because he should have been fired from it. That was, very different situation, but like if you think I need permanent harm for like whatever you think I did, then you may be worse than I am. And I'll just leave it at that.
Fair enough. Well, Neat Marie gifted 5 Lolcow Aussie memberships. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Don't we, Twiggy?
Yes, we do. Sorry, I'm just literally like dozing off every few seconds.
All right, I'll get through
There's
these
just
last
so
two
much I
people that
wanted
are
to
waiting.
talk about.
We can still talk. Like we can talk when we stream today. I feel like we've blown
Yeah.
through half of what we were going to talk about. I didn't expect us to actually talk about it today.
Yes, but we don't need to. But that's another reason I came on is because like we need to get it out of the way. We need to just start fresh when we go live because there's just been too much stuff that's been going on.
Yeah. And people need to know
Like,
that
we can still answer
we're
questions if
still
people
working
ask,
together
but-
and all that sort of shit, and that we're not like hating each other and all that crap too. Artem for $10 said, "Early morning stream is nice on my work commute." Well, I'm glad. I hope you have a good day at work. How you want to
It's
talk
just,
to Jethro, bro?
You know, yeah, I want to talk to Jethro. Jethro was like there with me the whole time, supporting me. The only person who has been ride or die,
What's up, Jethro?
besides like Michelangelo. But Jethro has been in the comments of all shows, like every single show. I have seen you, Jethro, in every single show today, and I genuinely appreciate it. And you know, I like you, Jethro, but today I don't even know how to express it. I'm very bad at this, but I think you're awesome. Thank you for the compliments on the hair, right? Thank you for saying that, I was funny during the sleep stream. Thank you for being there on Nerds today, defending me.
Yeah.
You were there on Milkers, and those are the only shows I was really... And Queens, you were there for Queens too, and Live.
Yeah.
You're just there, dude. It's awesome. It's good to know that there's, like, somebody out there who just, appreciates me for me. And doesn't, like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm bad at this stuff.
Yep.
We understand.
But I also saw you, like,
I also saw you like it seemed like you have a little bit of a beef with Eric.
Like,
Eric,
Did.
yeah, I thought you said something about you're better than Eric or something like that. It may have been a different person.
yeah, what definitely pushing each other.
Fair enough. Well,
Ah,
Marie said for $20, Rastov and Twiggy, so good to see you here. Showing some love before I go to work. I can't wait until everyone's back from fat camp. Fucking same. And thank you for the $20.
You know that SpongeBob
Well-
in the background.
Yeah, we see.
I do.
it.
I see that. That's pretty cool.
You like Krusty
So
Krab
with fat
pizza one.
camp,
Yep.
yeah, the Krusty Krab pizza. The Krusty Krab is unfair. Mr. Krabs is in there, whatever. I can't remember the lines. But one thing I will say about Fat Camp, like other than the wing stuff, is the good has outweighed the bad so much that the bad's not even worth even thinking about after it's been talked about, right? Like there's stuff we haven't talked about, so yeah, you know what? Let's talk about it, right?
Mm.
But other than that, like I've loved it, right? I didn't come here to party. I came here to work. I've missed working, like doing physical work.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to like do something
You
to
seem
keep
so
me
natural
busy,
at it,
keep me on
too.
the move.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I just kind of like I knew getting over here. Like, there's been other people who have been helping out, and like it gets to the point where they're complaining. But why would you complain? You're at a like, you're here.
Yeah.
You're not a main
Yeah.
like you're not one of the main shows like Queens or Live or even Rewind. So why are you here?
Yeah.
You're here to do work and make sure
Yeah.
that this everything goes smoothly. You're here also so Keem can kind of figure out, you know, who can work, who can't,
Yeah.
and get a gauge of these people for future events.
Yep.
But that's also like I'm not here to kiss up, and I mean even Keem will tell you that because like there's never been a moment where I've treated Keem like he's this like big special person different from everybody else or above everybody else.
Yeah.
I've treated him like everybody else.
Like Becky does. Becky always
Yeah.
kisses up.
Yep, always. But like I just knew I had a job to do, so I've been doing it. And if I'm told to do something, if I'm told to move something, like there's no point of asking questions. Like that's why I'm here.
Are you and
Yeah.
Nightmare actually cool? Or is it still tense?
I mean, me and Nightmare are adults, right? So my thing is for one, you know, I don't want him to lose an opportunity that, you know, not everybody will have even like a lot of people would not I don't want to say kill, but a lot of people would give up a lot for an opportunity like this, right? So I don't want to see somebody
Yeah.
lose it.
Totally.
But also like Keem's word is, you know, that's the final say. So if he has lost that opportunity, and then the last thing I want is for him to be stuck here and be uncomfortable while
Totally.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
I mean, like so with the sleep stream, he wasn't even like he's not currently an employee, so the sleep stream was for hosts. But I didn't really have an issue with him being in there, but I don't know how that's gonna look tomorrow.
Right.
I thought he was entertaining in there. But also
I'm just asking because you guys like had an exchange, and then you said that you know you guys you love him, you guys bicker, all that, and then there was I think another little exchange. I just wanted to make sure, like, is it just
yeah, but
like
there was
jokes
also
or...
there was no need for that exchange because there was really no need for him to be in there, right?
Okay.
Like there was no need to cause drama during a TTS stream.
Yeah.
And like it was weird because as soon as I got up out of my
Lolcow, so
seat-
Lolcow is all about the drama. So
yes, but this was like people have had enough of the drama for one,
Bro,
right?
it's been taxing.
But
Just
two, it was just
watching.
weird that as soon as I get out of my seat to go like fix something on the computer, I come back. and my seat's just taken like immediately, like as soon as Keemstar leaves
Wow, that's messed
and
up.
goes to bed. It was just weird. Like, I didn't know what to
That,
think of it at first, but I
that
also
that's really
like.
messed up.
I mean, Keem also told him like, or he told me Keem told him. I didn't hear Keem say this, but he said Keem told him like, if he wants to like prove himself, he needs to prove himself. And how else would he prove himself besides being on camera?
Yeah. True that.
Well, Keem was asked, I think it was on Cafe, if there was a chance for him to get his job back before Fat Camp finished, and Keem said no.
Wow.
Well, Keem did say at one point that if he was like he was told to like clean up something or like do some work around the house to like make it better, and he just didn't do it.
And that's why I sent my picture to Winnie the Pooh, because I don't want Kim to go off on me. So
No, Winnie the Pooh's the last person I would go off on.
so
No, because
that's
his
why I sent
profile
my
picture used to be Chucky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He didn't
So
want
I
to get
don't
in
want Kim to
trouble.
go off on me. So
Danny DeLito sent through $5 saying, "I'll clarify, not permanent hair cutting isn't a punishment. Maybe paintball fire squad, not close up, something like that."
Yes, but the thing
Paintball.
is, I
Yeah.
can't be. I'm for one. I got injured this week, so
wow,
paintballs
really?
aren't really. Yeah, I dislocated my elbow
Wow.
and I hurt my back.
That's
But I've
not good.
also been shot enough by paintballs. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys.
You got no body
Wow.
fat to take that shit, bro. Like
Like,
there's
I've
nothing
taken more
stopping
hits
that.
than anybody. My
Wow.
my back is still super bruised from it. My chest is still super bruised from it. And like, it's only going to make it worse. Like, I got hit in a spot where I already got hit by a paintball, and it busted it open.
Wow. Then they go.
So like, I've done enough physical stuff. I've done stuff that nobody else was even willing to do, or like, even if they were, like, after the first hit, they couldn't do it anymore.
So do you like, apart from Roxy, because you said you think she's the breakout star of Fat Camp, right? Do you think you would be the next breakout star after her, or is there someone else there that
No.
you think would be?
No, when it comes to like the work side of things, like, I've done a lot of work, right? But I also came in prepared for it. I don't think Grim did, but Grim has been killing it. So I think
Right.
Grim would be the next breakout star.
Sweet. Undeniable
Sweet.
that he's definitely like
Yeah.
fucking smashed it. Undeniable.
Yeah.
Because like audio
Yeah.
issues and shit and stuff like
It's
this.
really
suck.
good. Yeah. It's really good.
But I mean, I would also say, like, we've done equal amounts of work, like 100%, but he hasn't had any fuck ups along the way, like, you know, with drama and stuff like that.
Do you think that's because he doesn't drink?
And none of it had anything to do with alcohol. There hasn't been a day where there was actual drama where I drank, right?
Oh, I don't mean specifically to you, but I mean some of the other drama, right? Like alcohol.
Well, I mean, what I mean by that is where I was like drunk. Like, during the Chucky stuff, I wasn't drunk. Like, I had some drinks for like
You were having fun.
donations, basically.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean, I was told to take a
It's
shoey,
a pretty
so I
fun
did
when
the
you
shoey,
drink. So
and then I was in a kid behind the camera like thing the night before and that night. So like, yeah, I put down a drink
yeah,
in the video.
I saw Michael's video. I saw that.
Yep. And then today we went on a road trip to Buc-ee's, so there's going to be a video
Buc-ee's?
coming out with me, Wings. I'm not Wings. Me, Mike, Boogie, and Keem going to Buc-ee's.
Definitely roll that back.
Buc-ee's. Yeah, Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is a good place. You can.
Oh yeah, no, the amount of
eat-
work that
Yep.
Grim does is like was super impressive.
Yeah, really impressive. Literally.
I like Mike a lot more.
And the
I didn't dislike
will
him
say
before,
the
but like
amount-
I really like him more after watching Fat Camp. Like I think he's just jumped in there and fucking done his best. and just been so
Yeah.
funny.
No, 100%.
One,
And like,
I will say 105, 105%.
yeah, and like with me, like I did have to learn how to use all of these different cameras, right? And Grimm's had to learn how to use the main camera. But I mean,
Right.
once it's set up, it is just zooming in, zooming out, and focusing, right? And it's auto zoom, so it's like, but it's also a $25,000 camera, so it's intimidating.
I wouldn't even want to touch it, man. I swear to
Yeah.
God, I wouldn't
But
even want
like
to touch
all of
it.
the different handheld cameras and all of the like wireless stuff and all of that, I've had to learn how to like work all of that. I've had to adapt. Like when the camera failed tonight, I had to go in, swap it out with another camera, then swap it out with another camera, and then manually adjust every single setting on this camera that I'm not really familiar with. Because I have a very simple to use camera. It's literally just point, shoot, zoom. Like it focuses by itself. It's cheaper than these, but the quality's not nearly as good. Um, so there's been a lot of learning. I've never used an audio mixer before.
Oh, really?
Well, really?
Oh, well, I've never used. Actually, I take that back. I've only used like the massive audio mixers that you would use for like a choir,
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough.
but I've never hooked one up before. Right?
Mm.
It's just doing sliders and adjusting, like normalizing the sound. Right?
I want to know actually why some shows' audio is good and some shows' audio is still shit. Based on using the exact same fucking setup, it makes no sense.
Because other hosts don't talk directly into the mics.
Right, so they don't realize that these
We're
mics
using-
you
we're
actually have
using-
to get right up on.
We're using SM7 DVs or whatever you
Yeah,
have, right?
That's It's
If
it's
you don't
fucking,
talk directly
it's a great
into
mic.
It is. I want to steal one.
Dude, you should. They're actually amazing.
Wow.
You do have to have like a obviously,
Mhm.
yeah. It's not like the other ones that most of the hosts have that you can use with a USB. Jethro, did you
Which
have anything
even
else
that
you wanted
one-
to say
even
before
that one's
I bumped
good.
you out?
No.
Well, thank you for hanging out, bro,
Like-
and we'll see you again.
Bye.
Even the one kind of like what the other hosts have, it just has a different mount on it. Like the one that we use for the like behind the camera mic isn't
Yep.
the SM7 DB. It's another one.
It's the SM fucking SM7 or no SM something SM. I don't know.
5, I think.
It's a SM something. It's but it's got like you can
Even that one's
mute
good.
it and use a like USB and shit like that on it. I prefer
Yeah,
this.
and we're still using it XLR, but it still sounds pretty good.
Oh, it's great mic.
It's just-
Definitely a great microphone.
But like, so I've never messed with anything like that. And
I
then
I didn't realize everyone
Like-
would be so triggered hearing themselves in their headphones using like the direct feedback.
no, I have
Like,
to.
I
have
can't
to.
do it without it.
Mm-mm.
I have to know how I sound, otherwise you can't gauge.
Yeah, no, I have to like hear it. It was weird at first, but then I got used to it. No, I have to have that.
It's going to be weird going back, because can you do that at your setup at home?
What do you mean?
Like,
I can
do
hear
you-
myself at home.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I have a Blue Yeti, so you just plug your headphones into the bottom of it.
Oh, yeah. Are you
And then
thinking
it-
about
it-
upgrading after we get paid?
It'll be a while before I'll be able to afford it, but yeah. Because I'm so behind on like I owe my wife so much money for like the bills she's covered while
Right.
I've been doing this. So
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe Keem will slip you some stuff for all your help, eh? Maybe he'll slip you some technology so you can better do your job, eh?
I mean, that's not really something he's obligated to do, so I wouldn't even expect it.
Of course he's not obligated, like,
Yeah.
but it'd be good if he offers. Say yes.
Like I'm not even like the experience was worth it enough alone to me, you know?
Yeah, totally.
And it's been awesome, like just meeting all of these different people. Being able to meet Billy was just super awesome. meeting everybody, like even the people who have made it very clear that they hate me, right? I still like respect them and I still like them.
Are there other people that don't like you?
Yeah, but there's no need to get into it.
Okay. I just want, yeah, okay.
All it's gonna do is like,
Totally fair. Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
I overhear a lot of stuff. And people forget that when they're talking, like amongst themselves before the stream starts, that I'm behind the computer with headphones on and I can hear every single thing they're saying.
Oof.
Yeah.
So, oh man, that just leaves a bad taste in your mouth, right?
For most people.
Yeah, you're just different, man. You're just different. There are days where there are days when I genuinely think to myself, man, I wish I was more like you. Honestly, like I wish that there were days where I could just like think the way that you think to be able to sort of not be impacted or affected by certain things. But then I'm like, wake up and I'm like, nope, still me. It looks like we're getting triggered today. Cool. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, it's just my biggest issue is like people expect me to react to things like everybody else would. And like that's always been my biggest issue with things.
Has it been like that for you your whole life or only like more recently?
Whole life. So I'm very used to it.
Okay, K-Bears just said, wait, he just admitted to hearing everything behind camera, but then when it came to the Roxy stuff, he said he was on camera, didn't hear. He was not there. He was with his wife in the cabin that night, so he wasn't there to hear it. He's talking about when they're at the setup, at the table, not the like couch streams that they've done.
And also, once the stream starts, I don't have to sit there the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, once it's going, all I've got to do, like, half the time I'm not even wearing the headphones during the stream. I have to wear them beforehand to make sure that the audio is okay.
Yeah.
Right? But then I can take them off and I can usually hear people, pretty well without the headphones unless there's, like, a Discord, like somebody in the Discord call.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that one comment, though, just so that there was no confusion, because they're two different setups and you actually weren't there. Yeah,
like
just so there's no confusion.
Unless I'm walking around with the wireless cameras outside or we were, like, filming in the kitchen or something, like that first, like, or that one cooking stream they did, right?
Yeah.
I can use a tripod, so...
And
also, it's different, but, like, there's a difference between being behind the camera, right? And being at the computer.
Totally.
Like, producing. Because if I'm at the camera, I don't have headphones.
Do you think we could do you and, like, have Wonder Woman do the fashion show tomorrow and then have Zeta on?
Maybe.
Now that we've talked about this shit already, we don't have to rehash it. If there's any possible way that they would be free... I feel like what we need is something fucking fun, dude. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just something fun to end Fat Camp on.
Yeah,
but
dude,
I know
a
it's
panel
Sammy's
with
wedding tomorrow.
you on the Discord, like running, producing, right?
Mm.
And then me, Zeta, and Wonder Woman in the studio here with a fashion show would be so
dude,
fun.
I think that would slap. I think that would slap, honestly, but... Because we just need something fun that's not fucking drama.
I don't know if I've told you this, but I don't know how much of, like, our viewers know this, but Zeta is my, like, one of my, like, favorite people here. And she
seems really cool.
Her and her wife are the nicest people. They're just so real, and I love it. Like, and I'm talking about, like, in real life. I don't care about the online stuff. I don't even know about her online, like, history. It's just, like, being with her in private. Like, she's the one who drove me and my wife to the airport.
Well, I mean, it's like when people act normal, right? And they don't ask for jobs or they don't, like, do these other things and they just be themselves. Like, you kind of get to... You like them more. So it's like... I never disliked her. I never, like, hated her or anything like that. It's just sometimes it was cringe. And I'm like, ugh. But, like...
Well, that was the point.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, Zeta knows what she's doing. That's why she came on in the bikini in the
Oh.
pool.
So
Like she knew
cringe.
what she was doing. Dude, she purposely made the angle bad to make herself look worse.
Oh, you know what? I don't think that like there was not a single moment that I thought she was like stupid or anything like that. I 100% believe that she was calculated in what she was doing, just on how she was talking on Discord. But I was just like, oh, just be normal, because like you seem cool. Just stop.
Yeah, but like she'll tell you, dude, there's no reason to be normal online.
Well,
You can do that in your personal life.
you know
Why
what
why
you
be
know what I mean.
normal
I don't mean
online?
I don't mean like, hi, I am blah blah blah. Like I don't mean that, but like, yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean,
hope-
so like Zeta, other than like some of the like, like out there stuff that's like clearly for entertainment, like Zeta is Zeta.
yeah, it's just the end. But
Like, you
the
talk
I
to her in
guess
a
like,
voice chat,
yeah.
it's the same. It's just the stuff on camera. Like she's gonna have fun on camera. So like that first day for the swimming stream or whatever, like she knew what she was doing. She even told me there are certain angles I'd have to hit her at because if I hit it too low of an angle, it would get demonetized immediately.
Yeah, she said that
She
on
was in her
Queens, I
bikini.
think.
Yeah, she's just like so not to get like too personal, but I also know that, you don't care. After we drop my wife off, right? It's always hard saying goodbye to her, and Zeta could tell like how it was affecting me.
Hmm.
And so she's just turning on like, music. She's asking me what my taste in music is. So we're listening to like 80s rock. And then she says she has to pee, stops at a gas station, and she comes out with like multiple bags of beef jerky, like different flavors, because she said she didn't
Aw.
know what like my preferred beef jerky would be.
Yeah.
And then she had a drink called Big Red, which is like they don't have it where I'm from. They don't have it where she's from. It's like a Texas thing, I guess. And then the way back, she kept on offering to take me to like Whataburger, which is a burger joint that's in like Texas and places around Texas, but mostly it originated in Texas. It's famous in Texas.
I think they
Like
have one
you could
here
just tell
in New Zealand.
you could just tell she's so like she genuinely cares about people.
That sounds awesome. Wow, they do have a
Also,
Whataburger in
Wonder
New
Woman,
Zealand.
I gotta say, Wonder Woman is the nicest person in the world.
She seems
Wonder
really
Woman made
nice.
bacon wrapped hot dogs for everybody tonight.
Bro, that
And
sounds
corn on the cob.
so good.
And then
Cool.
she walked up to me, and it was so great because she walked up to me while I was producing. I don't even remember what stream it was. She walked up to me with her big handbag, and she had a bunch of people sign it already. And then she's like, "Twiggy, hey, I don't mean to bother you, but I'd really like to have your signature before this is all over."
That's
And I'm
so
like, Wonder
cool.
Woman, I don't know how to sign my, username in a signature. So I looked it up in cursive, and then I tried to mimic it, and it looked horrible. And I was like, I'm sorry, it's not readable. But she's like, it doesn't matter because I know it's you. And I was like, damn.
Damn, that's cool, bro. Oh man, she seems like such a sweetheart.
She is. She's
Nah.
great.
Lily
And then
Musai with
Savage.
$20 said, "This is a nice surprise. Hello, fellas."
Savage is wonderful. I actually really like Savage a lot.
I like her. I liked her before fucking
Well, yes,
Fat Camp.
but
She's always been
I
super
did,
nice
but
to me.
you never know when you meet somebody in person,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, what
Like,
happened with her back,
Hello.
bro? Because people were saying that like you fucking ruined her back or something like that, and I didn't know because I didn't see it. But I was gonna ask you about it.
She has rods in her back, right? And
Oh.
somebody donated for me to go shake all the chairs, and I did it for a low dono first, and then I was going to do it for a 50 because times 10. So I did it for like
Yeah.
a 5. The next time, times 10. And I went around and shook all of the chairs, and everybody was telling me not to do it, right? So when she told me not to do it, I just thought it was like everybody else telling me not to do it.
Right.
And it's also, like everybody's talking at once. I wasn't even really paying attention to what she said, and that's on me. But I immediately let her know I apologize, and
And you're cool now?
it was not. Oh yeah, me and
Okay.
me and Savage and Roxy were sitting together last night, just chilling. We had some fun today. Roxy's the one who styled my hair today.
Oh, true. She did a good job. I love Savage's accent. It's one of those like,
Dude, me too. Savage lives in the
Dude.
same like state as me. Like
every time she
literally,
talks,
like,
it's just like butter in my ears. I'm like, oh, talk some more. Like I just love that fucking
dude, that's
southern
how
accent. So good.
that's how so many people here talk. Like Savage lives in a place that like I basically used to live like a long time ago.
Oh wow.
Like I'm very familiar with her area. And it's so funny when I say I live there, I didn't actually live there. But I used to go and stay there to the point where it was like I lived there. So it's like, you know how a second home is kinda, you know?
Yeah, totally. I think Becky owes fucking Savage an apology, to be honest. Like a real apology.
Oh, I do too.
Because that's
And like I'm trying to
it's gonna
think
piss
of
me
like
off again.
I'm trying to think of who else. You know, Beans is super sweet. I feel really bad because with her and Ken because they recorded cooking with Ken on my camera, their members only thing. And it was the first time I'd ever used my Rode wireless like Go mics.
Oh,
And
true.
the audio is a little peaky on it. And it was fine during the test recording, but for whatever reason, I think Ken moved the mic to the center of his throat, and you don't want it there because
Okay,
then it
'cause then
picks up all the vibrations from the
vibrations.
throat. Yeah.
Fuck.
But I haven't been able to figure out how to get those videos to her because it's 39 minutes worth of footage on my phone with no way to send it because the internet's so bad.
You might
So
just
I'm
have
gonna-
to wait because it'll be a couple of days and then you can like Dropbox it or something. But is it
I
going to be
think
too
I
big?
figured it out. I think what I'm going to do is hook my phone up directly to her computer and just rip it straight from the files.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully that works.
That way she can at least get the footage and edit it together.
I'm gonna bring in Peter Parker.
I haven't talked to Peter Parker. Peter Parker?
I feel
Let
like
me
we
read
did
it.
once, but I don't know if that was when it was Xylee and I when you were traveling. What's up, dude?
What's poppin'?
How you going?
I'm sorry
dude?
I'm not on camera. I don't have good enough internet here in the middle of nowhere.
Bumfuck nowhere.
In the chat in the sleep stream, I kept seeing, are we not going to talk about how Billy's cup moved on its own?
What?
I mean, the cup
Apparently-
moved on its own. The balloons were just levitating in the room, like they weren't touching the ground. They just kept on, like a balloon would be sitting on the ground, and then all of a sudden it would just lift up into the air and float across the room.
That helium shit was fucking funny, dude. That was
It-
one of the
it
parts
was.
I saw. It was so fucking funny.
We were laughing because I wasn't planning to be on the sleep stream. I was just expecting to sit behind the computer all night, like I did last night, and I enjoy that. I love it. I like being able to watch, like, because I'm a fan, you know.
Before you're a host,
So
right?
I know, but I mean, like, I'm still a fan, right?
Yeah.
So it's just cool being able to just sit there and like watch, like, and
Well, then even once it finishes,
like,
being able to go and talk to the people that were just live and being like, "Fucking cool show, guys." Like,
Yeah.
that would be really awesome for me. I think.
Yeah. How
and like
bad
I,
were those?
I help out with. Oh, sorry, my man, go on.
How bad was that when Roxy was passing gas?
It was rough. She earned her name, Rotten Roxy. Fart Gang.
She had Papa Roxy, Rotten Roxy. I think Nightmare dubbed her, said that she looks like an ostrich in the Discord, so she's Roxridge.
He showed me that earlier today, and I was so mad that it made me laugh.
And then Gafgarian edited it to have a fucking ginger emo hair on and a cigarette. It's the funniest thing, dude. Oh my
Roxy
god.
licking Mike's hernia was hilarious.
Dude, no, that's fucking disgusting, bro. No, I won't touch that shit ever.
Dude, Mike
In
bought
the
me a
Discord.
taco today.
He seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah, he's been like very, very nice and respectful to everybody.
Was it funny when he met your wife after like repeatedly saying on stream how hot she was before he met her?
I mean, it was. We didn't even think about it really.
Probably.
Like neither of us.
Damn, that would have been. I really wanted her to be on stream to fucking talk to Michelangelo. That would
And
have
he
been
was super respectful. Like before he even would like pull out his camera, he'd make sure that she wasn't anywhere near because like he knows how important it is to me that you
Yeah.
know like people don't harass her and all of that.
Of course.
That's like my only boundary I have. Is anything regarding my wife is off limits. You can make jokes and all of that. Because there are a lot of, I've set it up for a lot of jokes.
I really wish she
Yeah.
could have talked to Michelangelo. Do you think there's a chance that we could somehow get her on the mic one day, but not on camera, just to talk to her?
Yeah, I plan on getting her in the Discord one day.
Can we do it live? I want to see him actually talk to her after saying all that fucking shit.
No, what I mean is so she can call in.
Oh, like call in. Okay.
Yeah, if I had a way to hook up 2 mics to my PC, which actually I might,
It's possible.
then because I don't have a mixer, so it's easier with a mixer.
Right.
But I might be able to run it a certain way where she would just have to call in on Discord, really. That'd be the
Twiggy.
easiest way to do it. Yo,
You're not the only one that got injured this week.
what did you do? Did you injure yourself?
Yes, I messed up my knee. I was walked
sucks.
oddly, and I felt a pop in my knee.
Oh, damn.
And now I can barely walk.
Dude, I feel that. I twisted my ankle a little while back. Didn't do anything about it. And then it pinched a nerve, and I lost motion in my foot. And it's finally healed, right? And I twisted that same ankle earlier today, and now I'm just so worried.
Oh, bro. You gotta be careful, man. Like...
I missed the step. It was dark, and I went back to get it was during Rewind. If you watch Rewind, you'll see me like at some point before Wonder Woman leaves. I walk up and I whisper in Xylee's hand in her ear, and she just tells me to go get, my charger
Oh, I
because my
remember
phone
seeing
died.
that, yeah.
Yeah, so
So
I
you-
walked a half a mile there and back to get my charger. And when I got to the little back porch here at this cabin, because I can walk into the back door and it's directly into my room.
Right.
I twisted my ankle because I missed the step.
See, so every time something like that happens, I'm like, oh my god, what's the fucking tea that's about to be like spilled? And it turns out you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna go grab my phone charger. It's like, why do we need to know that? What the fuck?
No, it wasn't that you needed. No, it was.
No, I know,
because I had to operate the camera. So when Wonder Woman left, it would be like uncenter. But I don't want to say that into like the mic because
No, I totally
Like, then it's
get why
taking
you
away
did
from
it.
the
It's
show.
just when we're watching from home, we're like, bro, something just happened, and he has to tell Xylee something really fucking interesting. And then when we find out it's not, we're like, oh, oh god.
well,
damn
it's
it.
one of those things where it's not important. Like it's not important
Totally.
to anybody else, but it was important to me because my wife was about to go to bed, and like
Right.
if she doesn't hear from me before bed, it's just
I feel you, bro. I feel
it's
you.
not. I don't like that.
No.
And like
No,
that's
no.
a priority, and like even Keem knows. Like my wife is my priority, and he has been. I mean, obviously very respectful of that. I never expected him not to be.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like Keem has been Very like he is a hard like he is very like into like his work, right? But out like even while he's working, he's pretty reasonable, pretty nice guy. But outside of it, like I don't know. It's weird. I never expected to like him. Like I mean I always had a respect for him, right?
Right.
But I never expected to like, you know, I don't know the best way to explain it because
Has he,
I
like-
started out as a Keem hater.
Has he yelled at you at all, like behind the scenes? Like, Twiggy, you dumb
I mean,
fuck.
well, I mean, yeah, but that's with everybody. Like, that's just part of like,
Right.
like it's not like a malicious thing. It's just like, he knows that he can say stuff like that, and like,
Like,
we
you're
know
not
what
going to
he
get
means
offended,
by
but
it.
do you know if other people have gotten fucking offended from that shit?
No, because people know how Keem is. I mean, he does the same thing in like the Discord when you interact with him as a fan. Like, you got to remember, Keem called me retarded and annoying constantly. And then
Right.
it came like I was told by somebody who's friends with Keem, like, yeah, that means Keem probably likes you. So like,
Yeah.
and then I was like, yeah, that's not the case. Keem definitely doesn't care. I'm just a random Discord member. Like,
Same.
and then boom, now we're on Lolcow Aussie.
True. Talking to Peter Parker.
Talking to Peter
That
Parker.
that car was brilliant when Boogie got on top
It
of it. And he's
was
like,
awesome.
Boogie's like, one for me and one for my hooker. That gets me
You
every
had
time.
to, man. You had to.
Just putting a car into a lake is something I never thought I'd be a part of.
Or Sammy pooping all over the table.
That was also I was the producer that night and the cameraman, and I was doing both at once, which isn't like it's just a lot of like hopping back and forth.
Right.
But yeah, that was such a little like Sammy's such a sweet little dog.
That wasn't a
And
great
I felt
night
so
for me.
bad because like no, it was not. No, it was not. But like it just that kind of bothered me. Not the part about you not having a good night, Rastov. I don't care about you. But obviously I'm kidding, guys. Obviously I'm kidding. But no, like I just like the first thing I thought was like, oh, Sammy doesn't feel good, and that made me sad.
Yeah.
I don't like
Well,
to see
'cause, like,
animals
the whole
not feeling
way
good.
to fucking Fat Camp Boogie saying that, like, Sammy's gonna die on the trip and shit like that, so I'm, like, feeling really fucking terrible for a dog as well.
No, Sammy's chill. Like he'll hop up in the chairs and stuff. Like it's so funny because we'll be going about our day, and Sammy just wanders around the house doing his own like this big like ranch house that we're in,
Such a cute
like
little
where the main
dog.
shows are. And he's just wandering around doing his own thing. At one point, I just saw him walk from the theater room all the way across the house into Keem's room. It was pretty funny because Keem's door was open, so Sammy just walked right up in there like he owns the place.
Imagine he just pissed on his beard or some shit and just walked out like it was nothing.
It would have been funny. Dude, I'm pretty sure I got my head shaved by the same clippers that Keem uses to trim his beard.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
let's just be thankful it's his beard and not his pubes.
Oh God.
This would be way too big for pubes, bro. You use a little one for
Hey,
that.
you
trust
don't know,
me.
man. You don't know. He might have mad bush. You never know. Peter Parker, any final words before
Well,
I
I'm
move
gonna
you out,
clip
dude?
that. I'm clipping that, and I'm gonna show Keem tomorrow when I wake up.
No,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah, Keem's got to see that, dude.
Fuck no. Nope. I already like the fact that he doesn't watch our show. I don't need him to see more of me.
Could you imagine if Angry Grandpa was alive and at Fat Camp?
Oh, he's alive and he's here. Yeah, that was just part of the script for him to die, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that was a joke that me and Mike made the other day. It was pretty funny though.
Man, Mike and Billy talking about their dads gets me fucking choked up every single time. I'm like, oh, I know how it feels. I hate you guys for fucking talking about this shit.
My favorite Billy song has to be "I Stand with Misha."
I stood
It's
with
not-
Misha too. I
it's not-
remember when that song came out. 2016, baby.
I didn't even
Oh,
know
yeah.
his music until he was on like Rewind. I already asked you if you had any final words, right? So I'm gonna kick you out now. Thank you for hanging out, bro.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate
Yeah.
you calling in. Sorry we did most of the talking. It's just been a while since we've been able to talk to each other.
Yeah,
You're good.
Like,
but
on
you know we
stream.
love you. I hope.
Yeah. I made you chuckle with the water meme. I heard conspiracy theories and my mind went straight to Alex Jones.
Oh, dude, my brother used to run a podcast with Alex Jones, former producer.
Oh god.
All right.
I'm not even kidding. My brother
no, I
ran
know.
a Flat Earth podcast.
It's
You've heard about this, Rastov.
I have.
Now
It's
he
the-
wants
it-
to run a D&D. He wants to run a D&D show with Boogie if he can, or he wants to do like a Lolcow conspiracy show because he's really into that stuff.
it's just 2 Chainz bodyguard all over again. God damn it. Oh god.
Oh, dude. Speaking of that, when we were on our little road trip earlier, going to Bucky's, Keem was mentioning how he was somewhere with 2 Chainz, and I just busted out laughing, and I didn't
No.
give any explanation why I was laughing. And no, I did. I told him, I was like, bro, I go fishing with 2 Chainz' former bodyguard, and Keem was like, oh, that's dope. Basically.
Fucking 2 Chainz, dude. Oh.
Dude, it's so funny because like 2 Chainz has become like a normal part of my life now. I just like hear about him all the time, and I never heard about him until that this dude, like my friend James, was like, "Yeah, I used to,
Fucking 2 Chainz.
I used to
bro.
work for a certain arena, blah blah blah. I used to be a bodyguard, like, and I was sorry, I'm yawning. I was assigned to 2 Chainz multiple times, and he's like, he's a cool guy." And then I googled 2 Chainz, and I was like, "Yeah, this dude he looks like a rapper." That's all I have no idea who he is.
The 2 Chainz meme will never die. All right, bro. We got one more person. Do you think you can hang out for talking to one more person?
Yeah, I owe it to them.
Hell yeah. Wow. Holy shit. We're actually $18 away from getting $400 in donations tonight, which is crazy. Thank you guys so much.
I don't talk about financials.
No, I think it's just fantastic. Like I genuinely expected 0 for this. I just wanted to hang out with the fans. This is the first time I've looked at it. I didn't realize you guys had fucking gone so crazy. So I just wanted to say thank you so much.
I don't even know how to look at it.
Fish tacos tonight, live on Lolcow Aussie.
Hello, fishy boy.
Let me update
Oh,
the
there.
stream title.
Do you think that I look like a dumpster diver with my new haircut? Do I look like somebody who would hate just find a specific race and just hate them with my new haircut?
No, I think you look like Beaker.
Do I look like I'd road rage in a 4x4?
Beaker,
Possibly.
That's crazy. Holy shit. All right, well, hold on. Lily Musai with $18 said, here you go, smiley face. Thank you, Lily. And then Gwen with $31 Australian said, nice to see Aussie back in action. It's nice to see you too. Holy crap, you guys are crazy.
Well, you can only see Rastov because my internet's too bad to use my
They saw
camera on
you
my
for
phone.
like half of it. They know what you look like.
It's fine. I completely
Do they know what I
understand. I've
look
been
like?
watching a little bit.
Dude.
Mrs. Twiggy
Do
just
they know
said,
what I look
Twiggy
like, Rastov?
haircut, L. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the
That's something else
fuck?
now. I like it. I dig it.
I think you need to paint your face blue
I
and do like
should-
a Yondu
no.
fucking like you could be Yondu. I
I
think
think it
you,
looks
so
good, honestly.
you could
bad,
fucking pull
dude.
off a Michael Rooker, bro. I 100% agree. You could totally do it.
I dig it.
It's gonna be so bad when I tell you that I met him.
Fucking, of course you have. Of course you have. Because why wouldn't you have fucking met Michael Rooker as well? Fucking son of a bitch, dude.
I met
He
him.
was
I met him the same day. I met him at Merle. I met him, Abraham from The Walking Dead, James Gunn, and James Gunn's brother in the same day.
You, dude, it's just not fair, bro. You met Mr. Svenning from fucking Mallrats. All right, god damn it. Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
You gotta go to comic conventions, bro.
They don't fucking have them here. They have one, and you get
That's the
like
secret.
maybe a D-list fucking celebrity. Do you want to turn off your camera because it's lagging again?
Dude,
Yeah, it's fucking dying.
if I would have gone this year, I would have met Christopher Lloyd, Matthew Lillard.
That would have been
They
sick.
had a whole bunch of people.
Well, you did meet Matthew Lillard, his like the Temu version, Lippy.
Well, yeah. Well, I've actually technically, I've said hello to Christopher Lloyd, and I've met Michael J. Fox for like a second.
I fucking hate you so much, dude. It's so stupid. Why do you know everybody? Why have you met everybody? This is not fair.
Comic conventions, dude. Getting in the.
I got to meet Lil Anthony.
Pass.
Who is that?
Lil
Big
Anthony and the
Anthony.
Imperials. Lil Anthony and the Imperials, the 50s band. I got to meet him like whenever I was like 16.
Not
He was
a clue.
cool. Got his autograph. Yeah.
Rastov, you're gonna fly out. You're gonna fly out to the U.S. one summer. I don't care about your back, right? You're gonna fly out to the U.S. one summer. You're gonna go to a comic convention with me. We're gonna get the VIP passes again. Well, I'm gonna get the VIP pass again. I'll help you get a VIP pass.
That would be.
We're gonna
dope
park
as
with the
fuck.
U.S. military.
What?
It's hard to find parking in the city, so I just park with the military.
Right.
I'll just make
okay.
friends with the recruiters and just park with them. That's usually how I do it. Because I'm
Smart.
like, hey, I'll do a photo shoot with you guys in your like military vehicles, my Spider-Man suit and stuff. I'll get some other like people to show up, and it'll just be a good little little photo op for you guys and us. And I just park with them.
That sounds cool.
They'll stick around. I'll hang around the recruiters for like an hour at a time. Like just interacting with people with the recruiters, and then boom. And then they're
What?
always like asking me if I ever want to join the military, and I'm like, nah, bro, I got a world to save. I'm Spider-Man, you bitch.
God damn it. God damn it.
Also, why is my wife watching this?
You are Spider-Man.
I don't know. Maybe we said her name too many times, and then she was like, "Somebody's talking about me."
Oh no, I'm just happy you guys are getting along again.
We've been getting along since like we weren't getting along.
It's been days.
I know, but this is nice.
Well, you literally would have seen us fucking 3 days ago doing a stream, like, but they did the sleep stream. I totally understand that they have to, they want to give people some content. They need to make some monies as well. Like, it's fucking sucks that Wings is gone. That probably puts a damper on some of the shit that they wanted to do.
I
But
think it sucks. I think he needs to be gone.
no,
Yeah.
I don't mean him personally, but like having one of the three main hosts gone. Okay, not him specifically. Then.
Well, yeah, but even then, like,
Yeah, if he would have apologized to Kelly, I think that would have went a long way.
I think it was.
I
I
don't
think,
think
I
in the
think, I
moment,
think the second he
I-
pushed her, it was done. Like I think it was over
Yeah.
after that. Like
But he didn't have.
thing he said to her was, "Don't get in my way." But like, still, like an apology that's meaningless because you've already done the harm. An apology doesn't
I
take it
know,
back.
but I know it doesn't take it back, but it's a start. At least you see, like he has some, like I don't know, sympathy.
Yeah, but there is no.
I
think
sympathy.
he should be gone.
I think
I
the
agree.
second he put his hands on her and she started moving backwards, it was like over.
Yeah, and
the
Kelly can
wrist
take a
grab,
fall, mind
bro.
you, because look at the camping trip when she busted her ass. So, but
Yeah.
still, it's fucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't
But,
like.
Okay.
Yeah, it.
Well,
There's
Leo
just no
re-upped his
accountability there.
band world membership, said Rastov W. Seth Looks re-upped Cash Cow, said Keem thinks people sleeping is better than Aussie. Damn, that's rough. Well, I don't really know what to say to that. You know who don't agree? The Aussie fans. They don't fucking agree.
Well, to
You
be
sleep
fair,
on stream,
guys,
Rastov.
guys, there's a very important point you're missing, right? It'd be hard for Ozzy to go live because Rastov, for one, you'd be going live like at the same time as live.
Yeah.
You'd also be doing it alone because I have to run the PC.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I'm meaning
even-
if they weren't.
and
yeah,
I have to
I
run
would
the
never
camera.
compete or try to
Yeah.
compete.
Yeah, I have to run the camera and PC. So, like, the one thing you didn't see on the sleep stream before I showed up, and there or anytime they're in the theater room, is I'm constantly walking back and forth and adjusting the camera, making sure that the focus is good, and then going right back to the PC because I've got the camera set up to where I can walk in and out of that room without you seeing me.
Oh wow. It looks good. It definitely looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. With the exposure, when you fuck with that at night, at dusk, it looks so good.
Mm.
It's clean. It looks good. That Mike and Tina, they look good. Yeah, you're doing good. Who was running that camera at that moment?
Which
For the
one?
Grimmer, for the Queens. With it was a while. It was 2 days ago, I think. It was at dusk at the poolside.
Yeah, at the pool site, none of that was me. I'm the one who set up
Okay.
the camera for it.
Yeah, it's framed
But
really
I
well.
didn't
I
run
like
the
it.
camera.
It's some good
Yeah,
skills that
I
you've like been able to learn and kind of like get better at. You know, so
Hey,
if you ever did anything
mind
like
you, I
yourself,
like the zoom ins. I like the zoom ins, mind you. I think they're funny. They're timed good, and it's just you're fucking around and learning. It's fun. Have fun while you're behind a camera. Experiment.
I can't believe you said that, Seth. Looks, you've broken my heart, and I don't know how you can repair it. How dare you?
Maybe crowning up. No, I'm just kidding. Inside joke.
Inside joke. It's a fucking everywhere joke now. God damn it.
Inside joke.
All right, bro. We've been going for like 2.5 hours. I know you need to sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep. It's
Yeah.
7:22 a.m. here. It would be 8 a.m. where I'm from. I'm gonna get 4 hours of sleep once again.
I'm sorry.
That sucks.
I did not. I didn't know. I'm glad
Actually,
you jumped
you know
on.
what?
Like, I'm really glad you
Actually,
jumped
that's
on,
not
though.
true. No, I lied. I lied because Madhouse goes live at 12, right?
Yep.
They end at 2. I can sleep until at least 2
There you go.
Okay, that's a good amount of
because I
time.
don't need to be there for nerds.
Well, is it a normal stream? Because it's Glammy's
Because
wedding,
all they
right?
got to
So
do
it's
for
not a
nerds
normal
is
one.
well, no, the wedding's tomorrow, so they'll be getting ready for the wedding. So for the wedding, all I got to do is just like get dressed. Yeah, but they're still going to be doing it at 6 EST. So it's still going to be
okay.
on Lolcow Live. They're gonna Nerds is going to be streaming her like getting ready and stuff. I guess I'm just like the all-knowing person now because I've been trying to pay more attention.
Well, you were meant to be my inside guy. You meant to tell me all of the gossip.
Yeah, that's not how it works. I don't even know the gossip, dude. I'm not hanging around people that much.
You gotta find some gossip. I mean, it's too late now. It's already finished pretty much. But next
I don't
time.
think he's privy to that.
I mean, he's skinny enough to fit in a pot.
No, I didn't say skinny. I
I
said
guess
privy.
some of the gossip that I can give you is that tonight, Tina's nephew, no, not Mike's nephew, who lives with Tina, got a low taper fade.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know what a low taper fade is, you just shave the top of your head like Dr. Phil.
Wait, is
And he
that
just
what
wanted
that
to do
is?
it. He saw me get my hair cut, and he just wanted to do it. And then he got his full head shaved, obviously. Like, you just don't want to walk around like that. But I was dying. Also, the kid's kind of a whiz at pool.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and speaking of Zeta, I walked over to Zeta's camper today and just borrowed a bunch of fish hooks from her because, like Albert, Tina's son, has been fishing the whole time, and like I brought a fishing pole, so it's been fun. Roxy's also been fishing, and it's so funny because she'll talk about how she knows how to fish, And we always make fun of her because she hasn't caught anything. Except for a turtle.
Oh, she caught a
She caught a
turtle.
turtle. So you're not even fishing if you're catching a turtle, right?
For the poor turtle.
Turtling. I know, that's what I'm saying. But there's some
Amphibians.
giant fish in there. Rastov, can you look up a grass carp real quick?
God, they're big.
Croc.
And they got a bad rep for being
Jesus
fucking dirt.
Christ.
Yeah,
They're
that's the
good.
kind of fish they have here.
That's a big ass fucking fish.
Yeah, you can get
And
like
then there's
the 60
snakes
pounders.
everywhere.
Nah, I don't think
Yeah,
I would.
Albert caught-
I'd be too scared to leave my fucking room if I was there with all the goddamn snakes and giant fish.
Albert caught a small grass carp tonight, brought it inside, and I straight up kissed that fish right on the lips.
Yeah, they got nice lips. They do.
All right, you guys have just made this really fucking weird, so I'm gonna end this now. Do you guys have anything else you want to say?
What's wrong with making
Not
out with a
really. Check
fish?
out Lolcow. I'll see you tomorrow. Roxy kissed the fish too. Oh, you should have seen Milkers today if you didn't, Rastov.
Dude, they were
It
fucking.
was a lot of fun until I was
fucking around
kicked
with
off.
like tampons and shit. This shit is weird.
That shit was funny.
Tampons
for
are
one.
weird.
I literally picked up one of the tampons off the table. So I was like, "So Savage, can you explain to me how this works?"
Look, it can be funny and weird. Okay, it can be both. It was still weird.
And then Jaffe misses me. I need to call into
Madhouse. I miss Jaffe.
Madhouse. Yeah.
I love his new host. I haven't been caught up, but I watched a little bit. I think she's great.
Bunny is very fucking interesting. Very fucking
There's
interesting.
a lot of. He has a fucking probe, like a thing for getting people shock therapy. Sticking up your ass, and then you rub this thing all over your body.
And
Weird.
well, on that note,
I'm
my
leaving.
final words are: good night, fish tacos. Good night, Rastov.
Good night.
Good night, bro.
Y'all
You
be
got
Yeah,
say
have a
safe.
good time. Have fun, Twiggy.
Peace out.
Boy.
Peace.
Alright. I'm just gonna kick you, bro. What the fuck? You weird. I love you, fish tacos. Alright, dudes and dudettes. Thank you guys for hanging out. Look, I was honestly just sitting here thinking to myself, like, man, it's really sucked that we haven't streamed in a couple of days. And I said, fuck it. I just really wanted to hang out with you guys. Just really wanted to hang out with you guys, see how you're doing. I know you guys have been sad. I don't have time. I was gonna do some Bandle, but I didn't expect us to go this long, so probably no Bandle today. But I am very, very glad that you guys showed up and hung out and supported and all that. So we'll be back. Everything's okay, at least until I get fired, which who knows when that'll happen. It's possible, all right? It's possible. But until that day, we're gonna have some fun, hopefully. But I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the content. Try not to die from cringe at Glammy's wedding. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Twiggy lost his mind tonight. Rastov tries to make things right. Chaos rules the twilight sky, laughing while they question why. Down the rabbit hole they dive. Twisted thoughts come alive. Madness fuels the burning fire. Together chasing strange desire. Lolcow was it, here we go. Crazy tales and endless flow. Twiggy shouts and Rastov chills. Epic journey through the thrills. Arguments and jokes collide. Logic madness side by side. Through the laughter, through the chills. Epic journey through the thrills of thrills. Arguments and jokes collide. Logic, madness side by side. Through the laughter, through the tears, facing shadows